amiga, ¿cómo estás?
I couldn't even hear anything. I didn't know.
¿Cómo estás,
Where
people?
are you here?
I'm all caught up with my Spanish right now. After spending an awesome day in Ensenada, Mexico. ¿Qué pasa, amigos? ¿Ustedes tienen muchas cervezas esta noche? Gracias.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, hello, everyone.
All right. I think we can be heard. We're live and crisp and clear. Thank you so much, Nancy. I love her. She is fantastic. I am going to do that thing I've been doing where I kind of put my phone in a place where I can see if we're live or not, and see if we're frozen or not, and all that kind of good stuff. So bear with me, people, as I prepare for the what does your mom call it? As we prepare for the broadcast this evening. It's so cute.
Funny.
Sharon's mom calls it a broadcast. She goes, "Do you guys have a broadcast tonight?" We're like, "Well, I guess it is a broadcast. It's not like the evening news or anything." What's up, everybody? Thank you for welcoming us home. It's lovely to see everyone.
Yeah, we just got home probably less than an hour ago.
Yeah, we're not kidding around. We literally, I mean, I haven't even had time to. I didn't even have time to take my lanyards off.
Well, no.
That's
wore
how.
that on purpose.
That's how.
But
Sharon is glowing, Tweety.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so exhausted right now. I almost said sweetie instead of so Tweety.
Well,
If that
thank you
doesn't
very
tell you,
much
I don't know what
because
does.
we have been driving all day.
Yes.
I've been sleeping in the car, and
Let me be a whiner. Can I start?
so
Can I start the broadcast
Thank
with
you.
some whining? And the reason I'm saying that is because there was a recent comment on our top or our favorite, our likes, dislikes, and surprises from Symphony, and one of the comments said, "You're a bunch of whiners. Please don't ever go on RCCL again."
Oh my
and I was like, "Oh, whiner? I'm just sharing a little bit of our thoughts. We said what we loved, what we weren't crazy about, and all that."
I
So
hope you're not gonna make somebody mad.
I just
Hope they're not
got a kick out of it. I do have my lanyard, and let me just show you guys a few things about my lanyard. There's a few parts of it. Number one, my lanyard has a hook right here, and my sail and sign card, which has a folio number, not my cabin number on it. I know I'm being a smart aleck. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. But I have my regular sail and sign card. Then I have another one which got me in and out of the room, and that's another story for later if we get into that. And then we have our drinks on us card, which is the card that gets you your drinks at no charge, complimentary, while you're spending and burning through money in the casino.
Yes,
so,
Sheila. Some people
so
are.
that's what you're seeing there. What's you say?
So some people are so sensitive.
Yes,
But,
they are.
We just try to be honest and tell it like it is. It doesn't really bother us when there's something wrong, like we always say, but sometimes people don't like to hear.
Hashtag
it is,
card
I guess.
holes matter. Thank you, Debbie Moser. We appreciate that. Listen, let me make sure that I'm set up in the live chat, because it always seems to bump to the top chat. That seems to cut off the first 50 comments, so I do apologize about that. Let me also set up with my timestamp so that I know how far behind we actually are. And let's see, I'm hoping that we don't go through any freezing tonight on the show, and that we have a nice smooth sailing show. One thing I want to make clear right now, right out of the gate, I need to announce that the Sharon cam is not set up tonight. So please don't write your letters, don't send in the complaints. We want our Sharon cam. It's not there. There was also a request for some guitar from our amazing guy that watches us and supports us so much, and we love him, Timothy Walters.
Yeah.
Timothy, the guitars, they're just up on the wall. We had literally time to basically plug things in, set up this camera, and click start. So we are running raw roughshod today.
And we got
if
home
we can
and
just
we
get
had
through
to,
the show, we'll be happy.
Take our rental car back to the airport and back, and we got in a lot of work traffic coming back. So
Oh yes.
We just barely made it.
Oh, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to whine for a minute. So we left Long Beach this morning. We left Long Beach at about 9. We got off the ship, pulled out of the parking garage at about 9, with a couple of kids in tow, a mother-in-law, Sharon and myself, and about 2 to 3 potty/snack breaks. We took us a little over 6 hours to get home, so we got back a little after 3. Threw our stuff in the house, hopped in the rental minivan. Yes, I said minivan, and drove to the airport to drop it off. Sharon just mentioned lots of work traffic. It was chaos. Got home about 45-50 minutes ago, and boom, here we are, ready to rock and roll, sunburn and all.
Traffic coming out of Long Beach as well, just like coming in, because the cruise left on a Friday, coming back on a Monday versus usually when we drive over there it's the weekend.
Yes.
And you don't have any traffic, so
Yeah. Maybe
we
bad
experience a
planning
little
on our
traffic
part.
too. But
Let's
we're back.
let's jump in and say hi for a few folks. Can we get that? Can we knock that out?
Sure.
First off, 210 people here. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're new to the channel, tell them what your name is.
I'm Sharon.
You're not just Sharon.
I'm not.
You're Sharon at Sea.
Okay, I'm Sharon from Sharonatsea.
We're all Sharon at Sea, as a matter of fact, though. It's kind of like The Walking Dead. It's like it's not just. It's like she's Negan, but we're all Negan. If that makes sense. Are you guys? Did I lose you on the Walking Dead reference? Is that was that too much? Too soon? My bad. Okay. Let's pretend I never said that. I told you I'm a little slap happy today. So she's Sharon. My name is Jamie. She's the smart, intellectual, beautiful one. I'm the mildly unattractive, annoying guy that won't shut up. And together with our son, who isn't a fan of going live, we are Sharon at Sea. So welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. We do want to say a special thanks to our friends at the Ship Show. I know we mention them a lot because we love those guys, but we watched their live show from last night.
Entertained.
Yes,
all the way, well, not all the way home,
we listened to it
part of the way home.
for an hour and 40 minutes today on the ride home, leaving LA and then getting back into Phoenix. We split it in half. So thanks, guys. We appreciate that. DC810 is here. What's going on? So Tweety, lovely to see you. Mark Maxon, James Hester, Rhonda B is here. Raphael Zingano, what's going on, guys? Joe McMullen, Lisa Wise, Stupidly Stupid is here
Callie.
from 5 rooms away. Hi, Callie. Thanks for watching us. Callie is one of the guest stars of the upcoming vlog from The Inspiration. You will see her, you will love her. Zachary Beck is here. Lalito Loca is here. Tony and Jenny, lovely to have you guys. Hello, welcome. DJ Cruiser's in the house. Nurse Nancy, our beloved moderator. Thank you so much for being here. I will let you guys know that Leanne Francesconi, she does have the night off. She put in the paperwork in a timely fashion. She requested some time off. I know she's a little new to the channel, but we offer benefits from the hire date. So she was able to get a little bit of time off through properly requesting it, and she's spending some time with her family in Disney World. So we miss her tonight, and I hope she has a great time. But Nancy, thank you so much for coming in and holding down the fort. I told her it's like the old days running solo.
Yeah, thank you, Nancy.
Lisa's here. Donna Otten's here. What's going on? It was a great weekend. Thank you, Donna. Linda Kuziak is in the house from Edmonton, Canada. What's going on? Cindy P is here. Lovely to see you guys. Life with Favor, Rob and Favor. How you guys doing? Dave and Brandy from D&B's Excursions. Rhonda B is here. Hello. Jennifer Kildo is here. Diane Sanders, what's up? Chris Sandberg, hola. Rick LaPierre in the house. I'm only assuming Rick's from France with a name like LaPierre. Sheila Bossiger is here. What's up, Sheila? Jim and Nathalman are here. Who else is here? That's a little early. That's when the rest of the folks came in. Crazy Cat Traveler, Joe Tolley, Blaine 2007. What's going on, buddy? Griff and Alyssa. Let's see. Griff and Alyssa said, I applaud your commitment with the content. What's up, everyone? Dropping in to hang for a bit. Currently editing in the chamber. Oh, yes. Griff is on lockdown. From what I understand, Alyssa locked him in a downstairs room with rations for up to 2 weeks if he rations it properly, and a good internet access, and a couple of memory cards, and he is going to work. So we won't even tell her that you're here, actually, dude. We will cover for you, and you just say hi to everybody, get back to work. She's probably monitoring the amount of editing you're doing on a daily basis, so be cool, man. TP is here. What's going on? Florida Krista is here from Degenerate Cruisers. Jason's probably somewhere out there too. Lovely to see you guys. Jody Yarnelli is in the house. Cindy Ring, Sue Wan Griffin, what's going on? Janet Moyer, hello Janet, lovely to see you here. Beth Ollinger, our neighbor down the road. How are you, Beth? Real Life Cruisers Australia are here. What's going on, guys? Every time somebody Australian comes in, I just want to tell them to throw a shrimp on a Barbie for me. Is that borderline inappropriate at this point in the world we're living right now? I don't know. Somebody can clarify that. You think so? The Claykowskis, what's going on, guys? Great to see you, John. and John and family, as a matter of fact. Watch for some great vlogs coming from their Alaska trip, as well as that's what Griff and Alyssa are going to be putting out too. They all cruised together and had a blast, from what I understand. Shannon Rooks is here. Who else is here? Am I missing anybody? Debbie Moser's in the house. We said hi to these folks. Eddie Moonshine, what's going on? Thank you, Eddie, for the nice comments about our video. Linda Muller's here, said that's too many cards for me. I'll give you the detail why there's so many here, Linda. Professor Eno, hello, sir. Lovely to have you, Professor Eno. Says, oh, and stay honest. You got it, buddy. We will always be honest. Yes. David and Aaron from Adventures of Dave and Aaron. Lovely to see you guys, and thank you so much for the amazing, delicious, fat-free, calorie-free Bon Voyage cake that you sent to us, guys. It's tremendous that you did that. You're super nice, and it was delicious, man. It was like a chocolate fantasy come true. It really was. I don't know any other words to explain it. What else do we have? Big Papa's in the house. What's going on, Big Pap? Lovely to see you. Teresa Alley's here. Heather Ohm, what's going on, Heather? 199 watching, hit that thumbs up button, please, said DC810. Thank you so much, DC810. You're right, there's 240 watching, about 75 likes. That's not a bad number, guys. I don't want to fool you and say it's not, but if it was 240 to 240, that'd be cool too. Anne Charavella's here, so welcome back. I found your broadcast right after booking the Horizon cruise. That is fantastic. Well, sorry, I jumped the chat a little bit. Let me back it up a little bit and see. Let's see. I will always favor Royal Caribbean, love the harmony and oasis of the seas. James, we can't disagree with you. The ships are beautiful. Yeah. And this cruise, more than ever, we learned a month ago how good Royal's food is. We were reminded over the weekend how good Royal's food is. Yeah. We'll just keep it right there for you.
Yeah. We had a great weekend on the ship, but the food is probably one of the things that was lacking. Out of all the Carnival ships, it's probably, I wouldn't say it's on the high end on the Inspiration, but yes. You know, it is an older ship. It's it does a lot of the 3 and 4 day itineraries, and usually those ships on Carnival, the food isn't quite as good as the newer, larger ships. Yes. So, but, no.
Sarah Stoller's here, so gotta love the I-10. Thank you for acknowledging the traffic in our town. We appreciate that. Donna Lanhard from Nevada, what's going on? Vanessa Leah is here. Hello, Vanessa. Kathy Drew in the house. Bristol Woods is here. Richard Norwood is here. Scott Weber, great to see you, buddy. We did make pretty good time out of Long Beach. I'm not gonna lie to you. We certainly did. Look what just popped up there. Nazuma Brown, you are so sweet. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you.
That is lovely of you. Again, usually we would go to the Sharon cam right now. If you just got here, guys, the Sharon cam we just didn't have time to fire it up. I sincerely apologize. I'm not kidding. I'm not about to throw something new at you. We just got basically set up less than an hour ago to do the live.
Thank you very much.
And we don't have anything fancy for you. I don't think we have anything fancy, do we? We don't have anything fancy.
We don't have anything today.
I don't have a dang thing. Yeah,
just us today.
You're stuck with us, and just a genuine thanks so much. We really appreciate it. So thank you. What else do we have? Are you going out to purchase a minivan now, Jamie? Nancy, I don't think so, but I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have an issue with the minivan. It held up. It had Bluetooth. It does go up to 90 miles an hour, so that's good to know. Not that I was at that speed regularly, because Sharon would scream at me anytime I cracked 66. But you know, it worked great for us, so thank you so much.
No, I feel safer riding on a ride at Disneyland. Sometimes I drive with you.
What do you? I don't even know what that means.
It can be scary sometimes on the
Arnaldo Barrio Nuevo. What's going on, Arnaldo? Lovely to have you. Between Royal and Carnival, which one is better? Tell you what, that's a loaded question. They each do some things better than the other. It's hard to say which one's better. We've had a lot of Carnival cruises and a small sampling. But I will tell you this, shows and entertainment, Royal. Food regularly throughout the ship, Royal. Yeah. Okay. When it comes to customer service and interaction with staff, we have a better experience with Carnival. Okay. When we talk about the crew and the fun squad, as a matter of fact, we were reminded this cruise how involved the cruise director is and how amazing they are. They had a great cruise director on this ship who who fired up the crowd. I mean, fantastically, as good as anybody else that we had seen.
Yeah, we've never seen him
that is
before,
something
but
pretty neat
he
that
was
they do.
pretty good. Yeah, so that would give it to Carnival as well. If you could take a ship and take the entertainment and food from Royal, those two things, and put those on a Carnival ship with all the other Carnival things, you would have the best cruise ship ever.
Yes, and if you can combine a little bit of a Carnival ship and a little bit of a Oasis class ship and put those two together, that would be dreamy. Amy Rogers, thanks so much. Amy said the cruise lines can't improve on their products unless they get honest feedback from their cruisers.
Yeah.
You are so right. Thank you very much.
Actually, now the Mardi Gras kind of has a little bit of that feel of the Oasis class ship. So if the food, they can step that food up a notch or so, and get a little better entertainment on that, it could be a really great ship.
That is correct. Seriously Malfunction is here. Kim Travels is in the house. What's up, Kim? Hubner Hijinks is here. What's going on, guys? I do want to say that Matthew was sporting his lanyard this weekend, specially made by Eric Hubner, which he loves.
That's the
it's the only thing he wore all weekend.
Yeah.
He had a few people ask him, including the teen director, the guy that oversaw the teen club that he was in.
Circle C.
The Circle C Teen Club, asked him about it and said that he really liked it and it was super cool. So so good stuff there, guys. Thank you so much.
And Matthew also did say that this, which was kind of odd because on this particular cruise, he said that the Circle C, I guess director or whatever, the one that oversees it, camp leader, or I'm not sure what they call it. Anyways, that was the best guy, the best one he's had on all of his cruises. So that's saying a lot because all of his cruises he's been on.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
exactly.
And this guy's moving, I guess, to the Fascination soon, he said.
So if you're going on the Fascination and you have a kid that's somewhere between 12 and 14 years old, that kid's going to be happy.
Now, I'm not going to say the other younger kids clubs or anything great. It's a smaller. The Camp Ocean is very small. It didn't look as exciting as the new ships, but the Circle C was, I guess, that guy really got into the kids a lot and gave them a lot of attention. Had a lot of fun things for them to do, and so Matthew had a good time.
Excellent, excellent. A few comments about the Negan. They like it. Lucille, that's what Tony and Jenny are asking. Let's see. Negan, where's your bat? Going places, what's up? Marilyn Moore, hello to you, and thank you for pointing out 4th of July is coming up soon, guys. We want to wish everyone a great 4th of July this week coming up on Thursday. I myself will be off. Sharon, you're still working, and that'll. Are you off?
No, I'm off.
Are you? Have you wrapped up?
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing.
So Sharon's backing off work a little bit to focus on the travel end of the business and such. Is that kicking in here?
Yeah, it's kicking in. So I am not working. I am off on the 4th of July, and we are going to have some fun. We just don't know what yet because we were focusing on this cruise.
Well, I think we're going to have fun reliving all of our inspiration videos and putting out some vlogs, to be honest with you. Thank you, Blaine, for rousing the folks up for the likes. We really appreciate that. A lot of Zinganos here. What's going on? They were cruising this weekend, too. Lots of folks jumping on cruises. What else do we have? They're still digging the Negan.
We were thinking we may have to take a few shorter cruises to get more cruising in because of Matthew not being able to take time off from school as much time off. Although we don't like the short ones as much. I mean, you're just barely getting settled in and it's time to get off the ship. So.
You are correct about that. But I'll tell you what, it was better than sitting my butt at home all weekend doing a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
That was fun, just driving out there for a 3-day adventure, coming home. It was a great time with the family, so that was lovely. Joseph Johnson's in the house. What's up? Heather Forrester's here. I've said hi to a lot of people. Let's jump down. Let's catch up to the chat and see what is going on. Oh, Kim's getting on the horizon. Keto Kim's getting on the horizon Sunday.
That's
You're going to love the horizon.
Yeah, you are.
Spacecraft 21, what's up, buddy? Glad to have you here. Mary Powell, thank you so much. Mary loves us and La Lido Loca. You have good taste. Very good taste, Mary. I'm not going to lie. Such gracious management there at Sharonatsea. Well, we do. We try to be fair with all the associates. Crazy Cat Traveler trying to start something, I think, in the chat, asking Tony how the air hockey prep is going.
And we didn't even get to practice air hockey this time because we went in the arcade, and at one point the air hockey machine, it wasn't even working, and it looked like some kids had taken...
Like threw a bunch of junk on it.
Yeah, just like some plastic things kind of smashed up, and they were like all over it. So
yes.
Yeah. Anyways,
so not a good scene for any air hockey
working.
practice.
Yeah.
So Tony, if there's ever a time when you want to have a little more confidence in your game, right now would be the best time, because I didn't get any practice in this weekend at all. David Green is here. Gray Strickland, what's going on, Gray? Eric Verdon is in the house. What's up, Eric? Who else do we have? Michael Beaver's here. Happy Canada Day to all the Canadians. You are so right. I heard that. You know, when you're on a ship, you're a little bit out of tune and out of touch with stuff, but I did hear on the radio that it is Canada Day. So happy Canada Day
Happy Canada
to
Day.
all the cruise crew from the north there. We appreciate it. Jason Steele is here. What's going on, Jason? Kim Tompkin, Paul Holden, Mary Powell, Hillstorm 3. Griff said, please send Oreos. All right, man, we'll get them right over there. What we'll do is you have to send a mouse up the stairs, through a crack in the door, and then we'll feed them to you. Top, bottom, and I can't be responsible for the center. I'm pretty sure the mouse will eat those every time. So we'll do the best we can. Rick from Philadelphia, PA, going on his first cruise in February to the Bahamas on the Sunrise. Excellent, buddy. If you want to know all about the Sunrise, Dave and Brandy, I think, just put out a video. They're on the Sunrise. Check them out.
I don't know if they took their second. I think they're getting ready to go on a second time, I think.
Lori said, can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. Well, thanks so much. I try to see if Sharon will be that way with me talking, and she doesn't think that way at all. Emma Bigelow is here from Nova Scotia. What's up, Emma? Lovely to have you. Richard's new to the channel, enjoying this. You guys are great. Thank you, man. We appreciate that. All right, we've said hi to a ton of people. We're going to jump down to the bottom. I want to see if there's any particular questions you guys have. Eric is going on Symphony of the Seas in 5 days. Dude, you're going to have a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Way to go, Eric. Have some fun there. Linda Lou from Reno, Nevada is in the house. Kevin Corcoran is here. LaTanya Jones. Every time I try to jump ahead, I see all these new names, and I don't want to miss anyone that looks like they might be new to the channel, because we really, really appreciate those guys being here. The cake looked fantastic. Yes, it did. For David and Aaron. Thank you for mentioning that, Nancy. Chris Barnett is in the house. What's going on, Chris? Okay, that's it. I jumped all the way down. I did make an appearance on the ship show. I heard about that. Just a quick look. Just me and Little Orphan Annie, I think, is what you're talking about. I did get some sun. Thank you for noticing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how Jamie got so sunburned.
I got roasted
We came
in
back from Ensenada.
Ensenada, yeah.
We were off the ship, came back on, and he was just like bright red. And one of our granddaughters got a little bit of sun on her face too, but nobody else got any sun. It was so strange.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for noticing. Life with Lolo, the answer to that question is yes. And at times, maybe can do that as well if it's not actually being offered. Shoot her an email at sharonatsea@gmail.com and start the dialogue with her, and she can get you all taken care of. Thank you so much for asking right there.
Yeah.
Slip and Digit fan number 1 is here. I heard the identity of that person has been out a little bit. I am not privileged to it yet. I have to call some of my sources, my contacts within the community, and I'll get the scoop and see who's behind that shenanigans there. Zeke 1972, what's going on? Happy 4th to you. Let's see, what else? There was a couple folks had a question. Was Matthew as heartbroken getting off the Carnival ship as he was the Royal ship? From So Tweety.
This time it was pretty equal, I would say, from this ship. When we got off the Horizon, he was really upset.
Devastated.
I mean, he really had an awesome time on the Horizon. But I would say this one probably about the same, because the Symphony of the Seas, he loved the cruise and all the things to do on there, but he wasn't a big fan of the kids club on Symphony of the Seas. And he really liked the kids club on this ship, so probably about the same this time.
There you go. So Matthew definitely looks at cruises a little differently than a lot of other people do.
Like how good is the kids club?
Yeah.
Who did I meet? Did I make new friends? You know, things like that.
Yeah. So he has a whole different, box of parameters that need to get met, or I don't know if I'm really saying that right, but he's got a whole thing he's focused on that means a lot to him versus us, and we could love it, and he could be like, yeah, that cruise was kind of boring, or vice versa, and it just works out that way.
Yeah.
Kevin asked, how was the Carnival Valor? Don't see a lot of reviews on that ship. We had a great time on the Valor many years ago.
Yeah, it was many years ago. In fact, that was Matthew's first cruise, so that was what?
That was 14 years ago.
Yeah, 13 years ago.
But the comparable ships to the Valor, to look for reviews on them, to compare the layout and the type of ship is, what are the ships that are just like the Valor?
Oh, well.
Conquest?
The Conquest, Liberty. any of the Conquest class ships are the same as the Valor.
Yes. So Kevin, if you want a little info on the Valor, and there's not a lot out there, you can look at one of the other ships. If you're looking for basic layout, there might be some differences on there, but for the most part, it'll have the same deck plans and things like that you can check out.
Yeah. In fact, we had some friends go on the Valor a few months back, and she loved it. She said it was great. They had a great cruise on the Valor.
Let's see. Emma Bigelow said, do an East Coast cruise and come visit my hometown of Halifax, Nova Scotia.
We will one of these days. That's actually a cruise Matthew really wants to do, so we're hoping to fit that in at some point.
Yes. A lot of folks talking about Canada Day. The Klaykowskis, no, they did not have the escargot on the ship this time around, which I was bummed out about, but I just didn't get any. I heard you had some that wasn't that great as well. Is it better to have had the escargot and not enjoyed it, or to not have the escargot at all? I guess that is the question that myself and John Klaykowski will be asking each other when we see each other in 2020 on the Lido Loca Sharonatsea group cruise. Millie Kelleher is here. The Jenny B show is here. Jenny B,
hi,
please,
Jenny.
let me get you a seat right down in the front row for the live show, Jenny B. Lovely to have you here. As you know, I always have a front row seat set up for Jenny B whenever she joins us on the live show or any premiere or anything like that. So please, come down here and get her to her seat immediately. Thank you very much. The usher will be right with you, Jenny.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Jenny.
Yes. Did Matthew make a new girlfriend, or how did that go? That's what Blaine 2007
Blaine,
wants to know.
You must have been watching the live. I wouldn't say a new girlfriend, but he was hanging out with, a couple girls, and then one girl I think he was the last day a little bit hanging out with. So, but I wouldn't call it a girlfriend, and he'll probably never see her again, so,
There you go. Linda Kuziak made a comment here. Linda, we're gonna need to talk. Linda said, I will never cruise, I can't afford it, but I love watching the videos. Let me throw this at you, Linda. For the folks that love cruising and that want to cruise more and stuff like that, keep a few things in mind. One of the reasons that we're able to cruise, I guess on a fairly regular basis, is because we book the cruises very, very far out. Where was it that you made a comment how we only booked this cruise a few months ago, and that's kind of last minute for us, because usually everything we book is a year and a half to almost 2 years out.
That was the cruise we just took.
There you go. So it's something where you book it, especially with Carnival, for $50 a person quite often when they have deposit sales, and pay a little bit, and by the time you get on the cruise, if you don't want to spend money on alcohol, if you don't want to spend money shopping and buying a bunch of stuff, and if you just get off of the ship in ports and maybe find a free beach or just walk around and see some sights and stuff, you don't really have to spend much more money than what you already spent and paid for to get on that ship. That's one of the reasons we love cruising so much, is the affordability and how easy it is to budget it. So Linda, keep that in mind, and if you have any questions about how to go about doing that, or anything about booking or anything like that, you can always reach out to us, and we can definitely try to help you out, point in the right direction, because whatever budget you work within, I really feel like there's a cruise out there that most people can afford to take, even just to get the experience once, to be able to talk about it and engage with people. So that's my 2 cents. I hope you don't mind me throwing it out there, Linda, and let us know if you need any help with anything. Let's see. Karen Lazzaro's here. What's going on? We got that question down. We got that. Let me catch up a little bit. I know. Sharon's like, what the heck's going on? I got that. My wife and I always wear special cruise shirts on Debarkation Day. Do you guys do the same also, from James Hester?
We usually wear our Sharonatsea shirts.
I'm usually rocking something like this. As you've probably seen me wearing, it's not the same shirt, by the way, guys. When you see me wearing this, I have about a half dozen of them. So in case you're like, man, Jamie wears the same dirty shirt all the time, it's not really the case with that.
We used to, in the past, when we'd go out sometimes on cruises with people, we've purchased Embarkation Day shirts several years ago. But now we just wear Sharonatsea shirts usually. But
we will have some shirts put together for what?
Oh, the group cruise.
Yeah. Sharonatsea group cruise coming out October 13th. Now that this cruise is in the books, we don't have another cruise lined up until our Sharonatsea group cruise. This isn't the one that we teamed up with the amazing folks at Lido Loca for. This is ours this October. that we're having. You know who you are that's going to be there, and you're going to start to see a lot of stuff come out here in the next 30 days with some plans, some agendas, and all kinds of stuff like that.
Now that it's getting closer, there's going to be a lot of time spent on that, and we'll be planning lots of fun stuff.
That is correct. A Duke of Cool will be enjoying a Long Beach iced tea. You will, man. I enjoyed the heck out of those things.
You had a lot of those.
I did have a lot of them. I'm not going to lie. Boy, we really worked some things out for this cruise, didn't we?
Yeah.
Can I talk about why I actually have 2 room keys and one of them is red?
Because I got to try several new drinks at the Alchemy bar that I haven't tried before.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Is that a boring story of how we ended up getting this extra key and how everything worked out for us?
Well, okay. So when we booked the cruise, I booked it with 2 of our granddaughters and my mother were going with us also.
Yes.
So since we're platinum, we didn't want them to board separately. We wanted to all board together. So we booked Jamie in one cabin and myself in the other cabin. Put 2 of them in with Jamie, the other granddaughter with myself and Matthew for booking purposes, so we could all board platinum. Then once we got on board, of course, one of them and Jamie had keys to the wrong room, so to speak. So you just go to guest services and you ask them for just a key that just unlocks the room. So that's how he got this. This is just a blank key, but it unlocked the room I was in versus this one unlocked the other room.
Yes.
So, and then one of our granddaughters had the same thing with hers. So they were able to get into opposite rooms. So we just did that so that they could board together with us. And that's something you can do. It's really not a big deal. Guest services will give you an extra card like this anytime, especially if you're maybe even parents and you have your kids in another room and you want a key to the other room just so you can go check on your kids sometimes if they're not answering the door or whatever. They'll give you one, no problem. So
that is correct. So there's a little info for you. I mean, we thought about just saying, hey, Sharon's mom, you're in your mid-80s, you and the 2 granddaughters, you just stay here with the masses in group 14 while Sharon and Matthew and I are in the priority lounge sipping some lemonade with our feet up. But we just didn't think that'd be the right thing to do. We wanted to involve them. So that's why we did it that way. We booked the rooms that way, and it worked out pretty well. And of course, the other card is because this particular booking was a casino offer, and part of the offer was whenever you were playing in the casino, mid-game, you would get complimentary drinks. So you had to have this card. Now, you couldn't just walk in there and get a drink and walk out again. You had to be playing. So although it's a great deal to get those drinks while you're playing, you're certainly not going to just run in there and run out again and spend $25 on a roulette table to get a $10 drink. It's really not feasible. So, but for the time that we did play, it was fun. And for those of you that want to know now and you don't want to wait for the vlog, we did pretty well. Tony, if you're out there, there was no hot dice going on at all. The crafts table, whenever I was on it or near it, was not producing. The crafts table put me down in the hole. Luckily, the roulette table pulled me out of the hole.
Actually did really well at roulette. I played for a couple hours one night, and so we both did really well.
And for the first time ever, and this was probably to get ourselves a cocktail at the moment, Sharon and I sat down at one of those 2-cent, like a penny slot thing that's all electric and digital, and those things are crazy to start with. And of course, they're penny slots, but you can play in increments of like 80, 160.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
So you end up spending like $5 a roll to get the max bet anyway. It was crazy.
It's almost cheaper to play the dollar slots.
But we sat down next to one, the 2 of us, and we ended up making about $40-50 out of the deal. So that helped us a little. We put a little bit in too. So I'm doing a little plus and minus math on that. So we sat down there, took the drinks. Although I had the Cheers package for myself, but Jamie didn't because he figured most of his drinking would be in the casino. Although we did find that with it being, I guess, a casino kind of a weekend, there wasn't much bar service in the casino. I mean, you would have to wait forever for a drink. So let me back up. Hold on a second. You just dropped a bombshell. And the 248 people just said, "Excuse me, what did Sharon just say?"
Okay.
Sharon had the Cheers package, and Jamie did not.
But the reason was
package.
I took advantage of it because usually it doesn't normally pay for us to get the Cheers package when for paying for both of us always.
Yes.
But I wanted to try this time. I wanted to try a lot of drinks at the Alchemy bar, and that wasn't included in the drinks on us in the casino. And I figured I wouldn't be in the casino as much. And since I was in the room with 2 kids, I only had to pay for 1 Cheers package.
Yes.
So I took advantage of it, and I got the Cheers package.
Yeah, it was once we booked the rooms and had everything separated out, and we're sitting there talking about the fact that we have this casino offer, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'll be drinking the whole time and gambling a lot, no big deal. And Sharon's like, well, what about me? I won't be gambling. She gambles like 1/10, if that, of what I do. And that's when it came to her and said, you know what? I could get the Cheers package because I'm technically the only adult in the room. And since it was a 3-day deal, it was only, you know, whatever, $50 a day. So we pulled the trigger on it. And she was able to go out and get whatever she wanted, whenever she wanted.
Yeah.
And she lived it up like a queen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, she had a blast.
I took advantage.
She did. She got hammered this. All right. She didn't get hammered, but she enjoyed a couple cocktails that she wouldn't have. So
and
that was super cool.
I found a new favorite.
Jenny B, good night if you're still out there. I think Jenny is hitting the sack.
Good night, Jenny.
Hope you're feeling great.
Yeah, so I found a drink that I really liked, probably just as much as the 40 is the new 20 at the Alchemy bar, called the Martini Seduction. It's really good, really citrusy. If you like citrusy drinks, it was really good.
And I found a new Alchemy bar drink that I love called the Alchemist Sidecar.
Oh yeah.
It is. It has Hennessy cognac, and it has Patron orange flavored tequila, and it is amazing. And that's all I'm gonna say. You guys have to watch the vlogs to get the real deal on it. Let's get back to the chat a little bit. Richard Norwood said, booked my October cruise 2 weeks after my March and got a good discount. Very cool. Michelle Wilms is going on first cruise in September. Congratulations. Lori Pigeon, thanks for watching and joining us. Lisa Eli said, I'm a single mom, Sage. We went on Symphony of the Seas in May. It was worth all the savings. Excellent point. Thank you so much. Life with Lolo, yes. Any travel agent, and yes, Sharon, can take Carnival gift cards and apply them to your account, to your payment, and all that kind of stuff.
People pay me with Carnival gift cards all the time.
Great question from Captain's Table MDR. Something really threw me for a curveball in the casino. Captain's Table's MDR. The roulette wheel in the casino, it still had the double. It had the 0 and the 00, but it apparently has added a third green, part of the wheel. All of a sudden, above the 000 on the roulette was the letter B. I guess that's bonus is what it stands for. I'm not really sure. And I honestly couldn't get a straight answer between maybe not knowing how to explain it and maybe a little language barrier with some of the folks at the table. I really didn't get a straight answer, and I didn't dive much deeper into it because I wasn't going to play that thing anyway. But it was very weird.
I mean, we didn't see that on the
I've never in my life seen that, and I'm on the roulette table every cruise that we take.
So have any of
and
you
that was
seen
really
that
weird.
on any of the tables that you played on?
Yeah, you said in Vegas they're going to 3. If that's what you're talking about, let me know, MDR, because that's what I experienced there. That is for sure. Let's see. Martini Seduction, well, the name says it all. That's what Nancy said. You are right about that. Big Pap likes a craft table. Sheila Bossiger said, and to the Claycasties, never wonder how many times yours has been missed. Oh, they're talking about the pronunciation of Sheila's last name, probably. I've been following you guys on the cruise, really enjoyed it. This will be our first cruise ever, and we're so excited. That's what Dwayne Hunter said. Dwayne, it's our pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you guys liked a little bit of the lives. You know, we did the one live from on day 1 from the back part of the ship. And then we decided to do our next live. We got back a little early from being off of the ship in port, and then we did the live from Guy's Burgers, and we actually showed you Guy's Burgers in the process. It's really funny on this older ship.
Yeah, we brought you to lunch with us.
Because a lot of the things on the ship were not there. Much of it has been turned over and is a new version. You know, Guy's, the Red Frog Rum Bar, the Blue Iguana Cantina, the Blue Iguana Tequila Bar. None of that stuff was there when the ship was built. It's all refurbished, and it's a very odd setup.
Well, all the fantasy class ships
Talk about the pizza place in that back of the ship.
Well,
there.
all the fantasy class ships have it. The pizza is inside the buffet area in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just it was like that. It was like that when we were on it years ago. The pizza was inside too. But that's just that class of ships. Nancy asked if they had a new. What was the? Oh, you moved it.
Sorry. What?
I had read a question. Oh.
Do you still like the 40s new 20?
Yeah, that's probably still I guess my favorite. But the Martini Seduction is, I mean, I don't know, it's really hard. I like them both almost the same, I think now. They're just a little different taste.
Yes. Susan is here, said, not a gambler here. I lose more than I win. Well, we do too. We always go in with an amount that we can lose comfortably without getting set back too much. And if I come out with anything more than 0, then I consider that a win. And we ended up just a couple bucks down for the weekend, and that's a true victory for us. So we'll take that every time. Going Places said, what are the table minimums and free odds allowed on a Carnival ship? I can tell you the minimums are very simple.
They're different on different ships, though.
Well, yeah, but I haven't seen. There was a time when I went on like the Breeze the first time, and some of those newer ships where they were bumping up to like $10 minimums on the roulette table, and some higher minimums in blackjack, and the $5 tables are hard to find. But I feel like they might have backed off of that a little bit, because the last couple of cruises, I have been able to find $5 minimum tables in any game that I really wanted to play. There's always going to be a couple of high roller tables. You can spend a little more. And of course, on Symphony of the Seas, they had a pretty extensive casino. Well, there were a couple that were 5, and then I accidentally sat down at a roulette table that had a $20 minimum, and I got out of there real quick when I gave the guy like $50 and he gave me 8 chips because they were however much a piece. And I was like, you know what? I did not know that was
Carnival. Carnival anyway. So.
But okay, so that's a Carnival. So yeah, so you'll find a lot of $5 minimums going places on Carnival. Sharon did earn that drink package. You are absolutely right, and she definitely took advantage of it. Slinky, we will definitely have a group roulette instruction if you want to on the group cruise. Have no fear. Tony and I have joked around a lot about some of the stuff that we're going to do. Besides pole dancing instruction, some crochet building, and how to wear a onesie and look good doing it, which is something we were both going to do. I think it would be fun maybe if Tony and I, who enjoy spending time at the casino, maybe did like some little classes for anyone on the group cruise who's not really comfortable, and we could sit there and talk about, betting and some of the stuff. Not that we are, either one of us, I don't think, are rock stars when it comes to gambling, but just knowing a little bit about it and can really open up the door to having a good time doing it without losing everything you got. Let's see. What else do we have? What else, was there anything else we want to cover from the inspiration, or you just want to jump into questions and rock that? I don't want to miss anything in particular if you had something on your mind.
No, I mean, we just had fun this weekend, and we vlogged each day for the most part, but I don't know, we didn't really have a plan so much when we got on the ship. We just went.
Well, you had a plan and a map at some point.
I did.
And Sharon was boasting about having a plan and a map for Ensenada because our original plan for an excursion got changed up. That plan and that map, she had them.
Oh, I had them, and
but
it
nothing
worked.
Really.
It worked. The map
panned out.
The map got us everywhere we had planned to go. The problem was that online, it says that these places were open, but and it said they were open on Sunday. But we went there and they were closed. Then we thought one of them was going to open up a little later, and then we found out no, it was closed on Sunday as well. So, which is very odd because most of the time when you go to ports, like in the Caribbean, different ports, if something is normally closed on a day and there's ships in port, they're going to be open. Even on Christmas Day, if there's ships in port, places are going to be open. So we just found it very odd that the ship was in port and that so many places were closed. There were a lot of other places closed as well that we hadn't planned to go to that we noticed were closed. Of course, all the shopping, the little stands set up, all the vendors and all that set up selling things along the streets, that was all open, of course. They were still selling things, but a lot of the places were closed. So we did go there. We got some pictures, video, and we walked a lot. We walked all around Ensenada and checked things out. But yeah, our plan didn't actually get us inside these places.
Yes, but we still saw some cool stuff. I enjoyed, there might be a controversy. I had 2 amazing street tacos that I got from a vendor there in a row of vendors, and that place was full of locals. And I went in there and had 2 amazing chicken tacos. But later on in the evening, I had about an hour and a half bout of something and I was afraid I might be on the like down for the count. I'm not kidding you guys. I don't like to use I don't really like to use the N-word, but I thought I might have a little bout of the norovirus for a minute there, because all of a sudden I was cramping up and things were not going well.
And he was the only one that ate this.
And I had to lay down for a little bit, but I took a nap, but I finally got up and you know, had another cocktail and started feeling better. And it was really just like an hour and a half bout of something that wasn't going well, and it could have been overeating, it could have been over drinking, it could have been over a lot of things. Or maybe
you got really sunburned. I mean, that's the day you got really sunburned, and I think you're a little dehydrated, actually.
Yes. So let's see. Cruz Shipley had a question talking about the room cards. How did you get off Symphony of the Seas when you said your cards were deactivated the last night?
We didn't need them to get off, and when we...
Well, you need them to get off.
But when we got off, we explained to them, and they knew, they let us off.
Well, so yeah. Number one, the card that we had still had the key on it, so we got to do our key breakfast and all that. And actually what it did was it deactivated working for the cabin door. The key was still usable, and it still identified who we were, but it deactivated to the point where we couldn't use it on the door, so we couldn't get in and out, but luckily we were going to bed.
We couldn't purchase anything with it either. But
correct.
We weren't planning on purchasing.
Yes, but but it would still scan and show our identification. So it was weird how it
did do that
deactivated itself. The B was on the Freedom. That's what Edward Hastings says. Yeah, that's weird. And yeah, there's an extra slot on the wheel. I mean, the whole thing. You can spin a B now. So now the odds are going up from, you know, whatever, 35 to 1 or 36 or something like that.
Too. So maybe they put some new tables in some of the casinos.
Yes.
On some of the refurbishments too.
Blue Ocean Life liked the live from the Guy's Burger. Thank you so much. We enjoyed it too. But I will tell you that the way you see guys on that ship behind the counter is not your traditional guys. Any new version of a ship that had guys built into it originally, it's a very new setup. On this ship, in a lot of places where they have these little corner places to eat, like on the pizza place and Guy's Burger, a lot of the cooking was done behind the wall, and then trays of food were brought out.
Yeah,
and
like the pizza too.
Exactly.
The pizza, normally they make it all out there. They roll the crust out and put everything on it. Here we're doing it kind of behind the scenes, behind the door.
Yeah, they did a little in front, a little behind, but that's because of the age of the ship and the layout of it, and the fact that it was a little different when they built it. The new ships, you go to Guys, and everything's cooked in front of you. It is just awesome. Yeah. By the way, we did confirm. Can we confirm on the Guy's Burger?
Well, I did not even. I'm kind of upset that I did not have a chance to eat at Blue Iguana Cantina. I love that place, the Mexican food there, and I did not even have a chance to eat there. That's how short the cruise was, how busy we were. But I did eat at Guy's twice. I had 2 different times I had a Guy's Burger, and it was, it was so good. I want another one right now.
Yes.
So good.
They were really good. And we were reminded that the harsh reality is that Guy's Burger versus Johnny Rockets.
In that case,
do you want to go on record right now?
I have to give it to Guy's Burger.
Boom! She said it. She said it. Right there, she said it.
Now, I will say and I like Blue Iguana Cantina, although I was El Loco Fresh on Symphony?
Yes.
I might choose El Loco Fresh because the food was pretty similar.
I'm definitely taking El Loco Fresh.
El Loco Fresh has a lot more options.
Yes.
So.
Dwayne Hunter said, what should we know as first-time cruisers for my wife and I? Well, I will tell you, you're already doing a smart thing by following a channel on YouTube. I mean, ours, sure, we're cool with that, right? I like that. But any channel that will show you some of the processes and some of the things you can know. If the first cruise is a 7-day cruise, for a first-time cruiser, it can take you 2 to 3 days just to figure out what the hell's going on around you. There's so much stuff to do, so many different activities.
Well, your card does, your depending on what cruise line you're going on, but your your
sailing time, your sea pass, whatever it is.
Know what you need that for. You need it to get on and off the ship, what you can do with it, how you need it to purchase things. Know what that car is going to do for you and when you need it.
Yes.
When you need ID to get back on the ship, most ports you just need your card to get back on. There are a few ports where you do need to take another form of identification, which you can just take a driver's license. Some people will take their passports off. I don't recommend you taking your passport off, maybe a copy of it, but I always say leave it on the ship, safe on the ship, because that's the best place for it. You don't want to lose your passport out in a foreign country, misplaced, and someone else gets their hands on your passport. Your driver's license, that's all you need to get back on. So just little tips like that. Do your research. Research a lot. You know, just do a lot of research. Now, I will say there are a couple ports out there that you will need your passport for, though. There are some, like if you're going to Europe, certain areas where you may need it. But just if you're going to the Caribbean.
Well, yeah, I mean, but those are like, yeah, like
so
major other
there
countries.
Are, there's always, you know, different. Anyways, but just have fun. Relax, have a good time, go with the flow. Don't let little things get you down. Worry about them. Just go with the flow, have a good time.
And I have one great tip for you as well if you're new to cruising. So you're going to have a couple options to put money on your sail and sign or your SeaPass card, because that's what you're going to make all your purchases with when it comes to things on the ship. And certain cruise lines also have private islands you can go to and things where you can actually use your ship card off of the ship. But that's rare. They'll let you know when that happens. But when you're going to put money on or attach a way to pay for your card, we recommend either do it with true cash, meaning bring cash with you. And when you get on the ship, go to guest services and put cash on your account and put a couple hundred on, and then use that couple hundred, and then throw a little bit more on and use that, and continue to do that till the end of the cruise.
Or attach a credit card.
Yes, but make sure, we recommend use a credit card if you can, as opposed to a debit card, because they will put holds on the card as you go. You give them a card, you spend $100, they'll hold 120. You spend another $200, they'll hold up to $350 or whatever the case is. And if it's a credit card, that's real easy to do and maneuver. But if it's your debit card, and if you don't have a surplus of money in your true bank account, they will put a hold on money. Then once you're done, they will bill you for the full amount. But some of those holds may take a few days to release from the debit card after they bill you the full amount. So you could get billed for $500, but still have $400 in holds that will be released over the next few days. So if you don't have a lot of extra money, or you're counting on some of that debit card money to travel home or to pay for a hotel or something like that, just keep an eye on that, because that can throw you a curve.
And different cruise lines hold different amounts, so they're all a little different. So just do a lot of research, think of some questions that you may have, and just Google search all of them.
That is correct. Let's see, what else? Let me jump a little bit. Scott Weber's talking a little bit about the math on the roulette table. Listen, I know the math isn't good on there, but I just like it, and that's why I do it. I guess it's because I can gamble by myself, but with other people on the roulette table. I can interact if I want. I don't have to interact if I don't want to. And if they do something stupid, I won't get yelled at by the person to my right or left, like on the on a blackjack table or something like that. Question: we're considering this is from Holly Ayers. We're considering an excursion through Carnival in St. Kitts that ends at the same time as the all aboard time. I know you get a guarantee since it's a cruise line, but how would that work? So the ship will wait. If you book through them. You want to cover that real quick?
If you book through the cruise line, the ship will wait for you, so you don't have to worry about it not waiting for you. If it ends at the time, the all aboard time, then that's what time you'll be. The ship's going to wait. If you book outside the cruise line, the ship does not have to wait. So, you're totally safe booking through Carnival. They're going to wait for you.
Do it. Claudio Mercado said, can't wait to be with you guys on the Panorama Inaugural Sailing. What's up, Claudio?
Hi,
what should I expect from an inaugural cruise? I think just a lot of pomp and circumstance.
Well, there's going to be a lot of little things. You'll get, probably there'll be a couple little things they give out, like, for instance, this actually. So on the Horizon Inaugural Cruise, they gave out these books, these Horizon books, which actually you can find these in the staterooms now, the ones that are just in the staterooms to look at, but not to take home. So anyways, we had someone that sent this to us from the Inaugural Horizon Cruise, but they give you little things like that. Sometimes they give you little pins or different things. It really depends on the sailing. But there'll be lots of just fun, I think, things. I'm sure John Heald will be on there. There'll be probably a lot of big wigs in Carnival on that sailing. There usually is on an inaugural cruise.
There's a
and just I don't know. They'll just everyone. It's just gonna be a good time.
All right. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I mean, there's not really anything per se. Usually, like I said, like the little book or a pen or you know, they'll give you a couple of things like that. They're not going to give you any huge things.
Well, you're gonna there's gonna be all the bigwigs are gonna be there. All the people from corporate are gonna be there. You'll probably see John Heel there. Who was that great gal that we sailed with on the Legend when we went to Alaska? One of the marketing folks. She was so nice and sat and talked to us.
Oh, yeah.
I know I'm putting you on the spot, and I'm sorry. I can't remember for the life of me. I didn't know if you might either.
It'll come to me.
Beth Ann?
Beth Ann.
Her name? Oh, shit.
No.
I just remembered it.
No.
Sue Ann? Beth Sue Ann. Sue Beth Ann?
Oh my God.
Someone with Sue. Anyway, you're going to see a lot of folks from Carnival.
She's in our Legend Alaska video.
Yes. You might even see Shaquille O'Neal there. Maybe. You might see Shaq there. So you're going to see a lot of cool stuff. And yeah, like Sharon said, you'll probably get some cool little trinkets to take home. Question about, so with the passport, Kim Whitford said, wouldn't you need a passport if in the unfortunate event you miss the ship? So Kim, you are right in that if you miss the ship and you are traveling and you need to fly home from one country to another, that passport's going to come in handy. So usually what we do is we might have a copy of our passport, like a photo of the passport, or we might take a picture of it and have it on our phones that we'll have. Now, that doesn't replace the passport. You can't travel with a copy.
It'll make it easier for them to get it for you. Also, if the ship is going to leave without you, Carnival will go to your room, get your passports, and leave them for you. I've never had that happen, but that's what I've been told they will do. So if you have a passport on board, if it's locked in the safe, if it's in your room, they will go get it for you and leave it for you.
Yes. So there you have it. I don't know if when we were leaving Ensenada, there was only one call for 2 or 3 names. So I don't think we really had any peer runners, and I think they're less and less happening these days. People are just paying more attention because they know of the financial cost involved with missing the cruise ship. But yeah, it could happen. But there's ways. It's not like you're going to get to the cruise ship and it's going to be pulling away and you're just going to be like, and there's no one there. I mean, there are people from the port there. There are Carnival representatives that work at the port. Locals that have relationships with Carnival. If you were to miss the ship, there will be someone there to have some contact with who can help you and point you in the right direction or something like that. And worst case scenario, you buy a plane ticket and you go to the next port.
I mean, you will be out some money, of course, getting wherever you need to go. But the only time we ever took our passport off the ship, actually, I think I said earlier we never have, but we did in Canada when we went on our Alaska cruise. When we went through Canada when we got off in Skagway and we took the train ride, which went through Canada and back, we needed our passport. So
yes.
Yeah.
And that was a true thing where we literally needed it because we were getting off of a bus in Canada and boarding a train.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we came into Alaska, got off the bus in Canada, got on a train in Canada, and took the train back into Alaska.
Yeah, so we did.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, so we did need it for that. But I personally feel it's much safer to leave it on the ship because, if someone, things happen. You leave it somewhere or someone grabs your bag or it gets stolen and someone else has your passport, then think of it like this. What good is it going to do you then anyways if you don't even have it if someone steals it? So
you'll be SOL. Big Pap, excellent point. Since the drink package is included at Coco Cay, do they have a taxi service to get me back to the ship? There's no taxi service, but I would imagine you could pay somebody a few bucks that would help you. It's only a couple 100-yard walk from probably the entrance to the ship, maybe even 100-yard. And they do have some little bikes with a little cart behind it, so you can get one of those bad boys. So I guess the answer to your question, dude, is yes. There is a taxi. D&G Explorers, what's going on? A lot of talk about slots, a lot of talk about gambling. We love seeing that here in the chat. What else do we have going on? What else? Hate roulette table with 0 and 00. That's what Big Pap said. I don't mind the 0 00. I mean, I'll play those, and I've won some good money on those bad boys. So I'm not going to lie. The cruise lines will leave the passport with the station agent who'll be waiting on the pier for you after the ship has left. Yeah. Excellent point, Amy. Thank you so much.
That's what I've heard, that they will leave them. Like
Blaine, have a good night, dude. Sorry your internet's acting up. Thanks for being here. We always appreciate you being in the house.
Yeah. Good night, Blaine. Yeah, that's what I've heard happens, Amy. So good. She's I've just never experienced it because we've never missed the ship.
Sheila is asking if anyone will be on the October 2020 Mardi Gras since everyone else will be on the breeze. Sheila, I don't know, but you will have that whole joint to yourself, and you won't have to worry about any of us other folks causing any shenanigans or getting in your way. And so that's always a positive thing to think of. Were the beds on Royal Caribbean comfortable? Going to Alaska on Ovation of the Seas?
Well, no, I just
Oh
probably just like with Royal Caribbean, just like with Carnival, you can get on one ship and the bed's really comfortable. You can get on another ship, and it's not as comfortable. So I don't know about the Ovation of the Seas, but maybe if Klekowskis are still in here, they were just on the Ovation.
Susie Cooper, that is a great question.
But
and
Symphony of the Seas, the beds were really comfortable. I would say more comfortable than Carnival's beds.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Wow, that's a.
I slept like a baby on Symphony of the Seas.
She did. Every morning she woke up and she was sucking her thumb in a fetal position. It was almost embarrassing. Susie Cooper, that is a great question. But yeah, check out the Klekowskis. And also check out Griff and Alyssa. Those guys were all on the Ovation last week, and there's a bunch of vlogs coming out. Yeah. And if either one of you kids is still in the chat and you want to answer that for Susie Cooper, that would be
John,
awesome.
If you're here, how comfy were the beds on Oasis?
Anna Widener says,
Ovation.
Anna Widener says, what's your favorite port and your favorite beach?
My favorite port, still to this day, I believe, it's Barbados. I really love it's just so beautiful. I love Barbados. Jamie, it's not his favorite port, but I don't know what his.
One of my favorites, if you want to put port and beach together, one of my favorites is St. Thomas. But my favorite stop in St. Thomas is not the traditional Megan's Beach or any of those things. It is actually going from St. Thomas to the island right next door, St. John's, and going to Trunk Bay Beach. There are some excursions doing that, or you can go yourself if you want to venture and you're feeling adventurous. And it's just a litlittle ferry ride over. But I really, really enjoy that. That's one of my favorite things to do. So if you're talking port and a beach together, that's where I prefer to go.
Probably, as far as beach goes, Trunk Bay Beach is one of my favorites as well.
There you go.
For the beach.
So Tweety said, I leave my passport on board because I'm banking on returning to the ship.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't see anybody. I've gotten to know Tweety Hillary a little bit through her vlogs and stuff. And she's a no-nonsense kind of girl. I don't think that anyone could actually tell her that she's missing the ship. I see her just saying, excuse me, I'm getting on that ship. I need that ship to stop right now. Get your ass back here. And I'm pretty sure the captain would just stop and put on the brakes and get the ship right back to the port for her. Sharon, could you tell me when the key exclusive times for ice skating, flow rider, etc. were on your sailing?
Oh,
do you remember?
I don't know what the times are off the top of my head.
I remember a little bit, but nothing.
I actually still have the paper somewhere that had the times on it, so I can post it somewhere. Actually, I'll post it in the end of the comments here when this goes to replay. I'll post it.
Are you going to go in the comments? Hold on, Leisha, are you in the cruise crew, the Sharonatsea cruise crew on Facebook? Are you in there? Answer us real quick. And if you say yes, then we'll just post it in there for everyone to see.
And then also, if not, you can also email me at sharonatsea@gmail.com, and I will email it you up. I'll take a picture and email it to you. But
Edward, thank you, buddy. Have a great night, and thanks for saying. Don't forget the thumbs up. We appreciate it. Cindy Huber, what's going on, girl? You have to watch the replay. That's cool. We'll be here for the replay. It's almost as good as the live. It's actually exactly like the live, sort of, so you won't miss anything. Let's see what else we got. On Royal, if you had the WoW band, did it work to get a drink at the bar with your drink package? Nathan said
it does work, although we did not have it, but it does work.
And if you're going to Coco Cay, you get the WoW band because you're going to want to use it at the swim-up bar in the Oasis Lagoon. Trust me, get it. Don't go without it. You'll thank me later.
You still do need your card to get back on and off the ship, too. So you don't try to get off with just the WoW band. You do need your card, too.
Charles Hahn, what's going on, Charles? Glad to have you here, buddy. Has anyone used GoPort for the pre-cruise shuttle and hotel package in Orlando? They seem reasonable.
Where are you looking
right here, Charles Hahn.
Oh.
Boom. We have not, dude.
No,
so I'm sorry.
No.
We are big on renting a vehicle at the Orlando airport and driving that bad boy down to Port Canaveral and dropping it off at one of the shuttle places right near the port. It's the easiest thing we've ever done, and it saves you money. It's cheaper to rent a vehicle and drive than to actually get a taxi from the airport to the port. That's been our experience anyway. What else do we have? Life of Favor, good night, good night. What are you doing?
Nothing.
What are you is somebody... Woohoo, the train in Skagway is one of our best excursions. Beautiful trip, great memories. Did you guys have snowdrifts to drive through? That was great. Cruise, we did not have any snowdrifts. That would have been really cool. We didn't have much snow. When we went to Alaska, it was unseasonably warm.
Yeah,
and we spent more time in t-shirts and t-shirts and shorts than in parkas and snow boots.
We did have our jackets and hats on when we got off in Juneau because we were going whale watching. It was a little chilly out when we went whale watching. But the other days were all really, really warm. And when we were on our balcony, we were in tank tops because when the sun was shining down on the balcony, it was really warm.
Leisha said, I'm not in the cruise group. I'll email you.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's fine. sharonatsea@gmail.com. Shoot that and you're good to go. Raymond Leach, we do have a Facebook group. Raymond Leach, where have you been, dude? We're always talking about that. Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew on Facebook is our group. We actually, not too long ago, passed 1,500 people in the community. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Put the,
what?
Here.
Are you going to try typing it? Whoa. Are you going to type right now?
I was, but you have to
put that
because I can't. You have your hand on that. So.
All right, guys. If everything disappears and we go offline, never to return, it's because Sharon started typing right now. Just so you guys know.
But Jamie's got the mouse, so here.
Yeah, I hit it. Okay. I hit it. I got you hooked up there, girl.
Okay.
Let's see. What else? York Rysdale is out there. York, lovely to have you here, buddy. York said, Jamie, your hair looks amazing. Is it the red shine from my screaming sunburned head that's glowing through the hair that you like, or maybe it's a new gel? Nancy was thinking the same thing. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right, here, I think this is the correct link to our group. So try it. If not, just search Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew on Facebook.
Yes, and if it doesn't work, I can't be held responsible for that. That is for sure. They're calling me Dapper, and that's very nice. Thank you. I've been to Coco Cay, Princess Cay, Grand Turks, and Nassau. Always wanted to go to St. Thomas. Going on Oasis of the Seas, November 2020, stopping in Labadee. Have you visited? We have not been to Labadee.
No, we haven't.
We're looking forward to it next time we get on a royal ship, which we may be announcing, little teaser, as soon as next week. Just throwing that out there for you guys.
Yeah, we're hoping to have our next cruise that we purchased finalized and let you know what ship we'll be on.
So if anyone wants to know if we enjoyed Royal Caribbean, we did enough that we are prepared to sink some more money into it, and we are booking another cruise. So there you have it. If that doesn't tell the story, I don't know what is. Great question, Greg S. Leaving out of Miami, better overall budget and value to stay in Miami or Fort Lauderdale the night before?
You know what?
You want to cover that?
It could be either. It really depends. It depends on when you're flying in. If you're flying in sometimes you can get a better airfare flying into Fort Lauderdale, and if that's the case, then it may be cheaper to stay in Fort Lauderdale. If you fly into Miami, then you're going to want to stay in Miami if you're leaving out of Miami. We've done both, and it's really hit and miss. It really just depends. We usually take into consideration if we're going to be going out of Miami and we fly into Fort Lauderdale, is it cheaper which hotel is going to be cheaper. Also, we take into consideration our getting down to Miami from Fort Lauderdale, the transportation, because even with your airfare, you may be saving a little by flying into Fort Lauderdale, but when you have to pay to transfer down to Miami, you may not end up saving in the end. So there's a lot of variables in there. It really depends. You just have to check prices in both places. Like I said, we've done it both ways, and it really depends on what the prices are.
I think we usually start with airfare, and lately we've quite often now, I don't know that we do it any other way at this point, but we book our airfare one way at a time. We find one way there and one way back. And we find there's really not much savings in going round trip. We rarely do that now. And so we start with one way to get there, and we check Fort Lauderdale versus Miami, and then that begins the process. And we look at price differences and then see how much will it cost to do this and this and this with it.
And the reason we do that is because you may find a better price on one airline going there, but coming back, another airline may have a better price. So, we're open to whatever airline is going to give us the best rate without, going with someone that we feel unsafe with. We're going to, we'll fly that airline.
And that is a major cruise professional tip that you guys just got dropped on.
We end up flying. We fly American Airlines the most, only because sometimes we do fly on points, and most of the time we get the best prices on American, sometimes on Southwest, but not always.
Yes.
And it depends on where
on a
you're
rare
flying
occasion,
from,
another
too.
airline will sneak up with a good deal.
Yeah.
That is for shizzle. Let's see. What else do we have? Great answer. That's a great answer. Hey, listen, I want to touch base on something, guys. There is 1 week left, less than a week actually, to get in and sign up and put in your entry for the Sharon at Sea 10K giveaway. Again, I realize we've already passed 10K. We're rolling right along. We're actually almost at 13K, to be quite honest with you. You guys have been amazing, and thank you for all the support. But it's something that happened a few weeks ago, and we're in the process now. We're wrapping it up at the end of the week. The 7th of this month is the final day to get your entry in. And I wanted to point out real quick, if you haven't done it yet, what you need to do is go into the videos from the Sharon at Sea YouTube page, and you're going to find the video that looks like this, the Sharon at Sea 10K subscriber giveaway contest. All right, it was posted back on June 16th, about 2 weeks ago. And then what you want to do from that screen is you want to click in the description section, click on where it says show more. Right now it's circled with an arrow. Couldn't be much more obvious, to be quite honest with you. And once you click that, it will open up that description to then show you all of the details of the contest. $200 gift card, Sharon at Sea swag is what you're going to get if you're the big winner. There's 15 questions to be answered. Submit your answers to sascontestanswers@gmail. All answers are finalized by Sharon as far as the accuracy and validity of the answer. As long as it's in the ballpark, you're probably going to get credit for it. And then anyone who has, if there's only one person with the most answers correct, they will win. If there's more than one person, they will be entered into a drawing the Monday after the 7th. I think it's the 15th during our live show. Your name will be announced, whoever the winner is, either announced or chosen, and that will be the big winner. So I just want to take a minute to show you guys this. Again, go to the video, click on the description for all of the details, and that's how you can get into the game. So make sure that you do that and have fun with us, and we'll see who the big winner is.
Announce the winner 2 weeks from tonight.
And remember, as we approach 13,000 subscribers, and we thank you for that, remember that if we get to 20,000, Sharon has committed to a major giveaway. And what is that?
We're going to give away a free cruise for 2.
Boom.
And if it happens, it's not. I'm sure it's not going to happen. But if it happens in the next, say, 3 to 4, probably. Let's see, what's the date? If it happens,
hold on. You're
by
gonna start.
fall,
I think I know what you're gonna say. You might want to watch yourself on that one. Just watch yourself.
Okay.
You're about to drop a bomb.
I know. I'm just saying, if it happens, and there are still cabins available on the Sharon at Sea La Lita Loca group cruise, we're going to give away a cruise for 2 for that particular cruise.
There you go.
If there's not cabins available, then there'll be another cruise. So.
Life with Lolo. I'm going on the Inspiration next month and wanted to know about parking in Long Beach. I will tell you 2 things. Number 1, you can park right at the port. It is the easiest, most convenient port parking I've ever seen anywhere.
It's so easy.
It's $20. You take an elevator down, you cross a street, and you're 50 feet away from entering in to the main port area, the new port that they have there. It's ridiculously easy. You can save $5 a day if you want to go someplace else and take a shuttle there and wait for the shuttle when you get out.
There are a couple hotels that include it as well.
But if it's not going to break your budget and your bank, spend the extra $5 to $7 a day, park at the port. It's the easiest thing in the world. We just did it, and it's a piece of cake. Kim, we have not sailed Norwegian yet, but we are booked to go on Norwegian when?
In January.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but not the getaway. We're booked on the Encore.
Yes. Did you do a video on Faster to the Fun and the Key? That's what Marcus War says. Marcus War.
No, just the key. But if that's something you're interested in, that's something maybe we'll do in the future. Is one on Faster to the Fun as well.
Yes. Roger Albert, what's up, Roger? Glad to have you here. Thanks for joining us. I think that's a new name. And to answer your question, there are tons of folks with mobility issues on the ships these days. Newer ones, older ones as well. Newer ones obviously are the most advanced with all the newer things to show. But we see folks anywhere from wheelchair to, you know, whether they're self-assist or someone helping them out, to the little motorized scooters, depending on what your limitations are. Getting around is super easy. Getting on and off the ship is going to be fairly easy to do. Yeah, it might be a little bit more of a pain than just marching off the ship. But if you're at that point, you're already thinking about cruising, then God bless you. Get out there and have fun. Don't let your mobility challenges keep you from getting on a cruise and having a great time. Tons of people are doing it. You will not be alone by any means. And get out there and have some fun. You can definitely do it without too much trouble. Crazy Cat Traveler asked a question: is 1,000 too much for a 5-night? I made the mistake of looking at Virgin, and they have solo cabins.
Are you talking 1,000 for one person, or 2 people? And what type of cabin is that? An interior?
Give us a little more, Crazy Cat.
Yeah, I need a little more information on that, and it can also be the time of year, and there's a lot of variables in that as well.
Sheila is a fan of what you said about the airline pricing and doing the one-way. Raymond Leach said, I always fly American there and Delta home.
Yeah, and we'll usually purchase our flights going somewhere first, because we want to make sure that we're going to get there at a good time. That's what's most important to us. Coming home, you know, if we have to fly home at an odd time later or the next day or whatever to get a great price, it's not as big of a deal. But also that way we take a little longer to watch for a good price to come out before we.
Great point by Mary Ellen as well. You also have to factor in baggage fees. Southwest usually wins. Mary Ellen, you're right about that.
Well,
but I will throw out there that with
so.
Southwest, we usually always pay the $15 a person to get the better boarding spot, because we need to, as a family of 3, we want to and really need to sit together. We don't want to have, you know, spaces between us, so we pay the extra $15. So again, just factoring in all the expenses to find the best deal.
Now I will say the last few times we've flown to Florida, we have, once we flew Southwest, but the other times American was cheaper even than Southwest, even with the baggage.
There you go.
So sometimes it depends on what city you're flying from and where you're going. I know there are certain cities that we fly to where Southwest is always cheaper.
Yes.
So.
Good stuff. Let's see, what else? Hold on, someone had made a comment about something. Yeah, Mary Ellen, go look through the videos. Just click on our videos themselves, and you can scroll through, and you can set it up to look at them in order. It's probably about 4, 5, 6 videos back is where you'll see that giveaway video, so check that out. So Tweety makes a great point. Virgin's going to be including a lot of things that other cruise lines won't, so factor that in if you're checking their prices. Darla Price is here. What's going on, Darla? Great to have you here. Darla's one of the sweet folks that came by to say hi at Disney Springs. Hello, Darla. Hi guys, I'm late to the show, but welcome back. We've been to Labadee twice and loved it. Hubby and family did the zip line twice and the coaster down the side of the mountain.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Diane Sanders, thank you. We're not there yet, so unless one of us says something incredibly offensive and everyone just unsubscribes immediately, we hope to be there in the near future. There was a formal night on the Inspiration MDR.
There was. And with it being a 3-day cruise, there was a very few people that got really formal, I guess you might say. In fact, we kind of already knew that a shorter cruise, people weren't going to dress up as much, and we wanted to pack light. So we probably dressed a little less dressy than we normally do. The boys still wore a tie.
Yeah, I had a tie on. Does it get any more dressy than a tie?
But I
don't
didn't
think
take a formal kind of a dress. I had more of it was like a long Hawaiian-y looking dress.
You look hot,
more
babe.
Casual.
You look sweet.
Yeah, we didn't get as formal, but they do have one.
You're
So
super,
you can get as formal as you want.
Straight sexy. Sorry, why are you hitting me in the leg?
Oh my God.
Dan Newenswander, what's going on? Do you have our lanyards available yet? What are you waiting? Sharon is waiting on lanyards now to come in. I think she slow-boated them from China to get the best price available, and then we will figure out a way. As you guys know, we gave away a number, but we will be throwing a couple $1 charge to cover expenses on the next batch. Am I saying that right?
Oh yeah. Well, we'll have some more this month.
Am I still wearing my lanyard? I'll take that off now. I think my point has been made about the lanyard. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So.
Hold on. Sally Chan said I'm going on the Encore in January 2020.
Oh, what sailing are you on, Sally?
Sally, are you going to be on our sailing? Let's see what Sally says, and then we'll say what we see. Sally, you go first. You say when you're going to be on, and we'll tell you when we are, and we'll see if we're going to be having breakfast together somewhere. Let's see.
So what hotel is everyone staying at on the SAS LLO group cruise?
Yes.
We're not sure yet. Jenny and I are working on that. It's just a little bit too soon to get any kind of group booking. They don't usually like to book the group kind of things more than like a year out. So we're kind of working on that. We'll get something figured out here soon, and we'll post it on the Facebook in the Facebook group for that cruise.
There is a Facebook group if you're going on that cruise. Same thing if you're going on the October one for us. I'm sorry. I know everyone wants to be involved just to see what's going on, but it is specifically for folks that are booked so that information can be shared and disseminated, if I'm saying that right, and put out there for folks, and that way everyone's able to communicate directly about that cruise there. So, guys, thank you so much for the 160 thumbs up. We really, really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Thank you for that. And for those folks wondering if you're on a phone and you're not sure how to hit the thumbs up, a lot of folks still don't. If you just X out of the chat, that will bring up the screen where you can press the thumbs up button, which will highlight it, and that will indicate that you like what you're watching. Then you can just open the chat back up again, and you're good to go. So just so you know, if you don't know, that's the deal. 60 days till the visit for Andrew Swees. What's going on, Andrew? Will you sail on MSC, Alfred Ingalls Bay?
Will we? Yes. Are we booked? Not yet. We're looking about. Yeah, we would love to cruise on MSC. We're just not sure when yet. Our problem is trying to find the time when Jamie can take off work, and now we have to factor in Matthew's school schedule. So most of our cruises, our 7-day plus cruises, are around his breaks or summer right now. Yes. The next 2 years we do have 2 cruises where he has to be pulled out of school, which will be 2 weeks next year and 2 weeks the following year, and that's the most we can pull him out.
So we're locked down.
So if we do, it may not be until 2021, but we do plan to go on MSC.
We are exploring other ships, other cruise lines regularly now,
we would love to go on
opportunities. Marcus Ware, any suggestions for the Horizon? Yes, get on that ship as soon as you can. It's a great, great, great cruise. And if Mike Pack is the cruise director, it'll be one of the greatest cruises you've ever taken. If it's anyone else, it'll be a great, great cruise. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, go to the shows and eat plenty of guys. That's what Slippin' Digits number 2 fan says.
Oh yeah, the shows. Oh, the shows on the Horizon are pretty good too. Yeah,
yes. Oh my gosh. What was the one?
Celestial Strings.
Celestial Strings. Yeah. Up until I saw these shows on Symphony of the Seas, the Horizon and Celestial Strings was my number 1 ever cruise ship show. That is for sure. If we're booked on a group cruise and win, that could go toward our balance. That's what Keto Kim's talking about, I think, for the big giveaway deal for the free cruise thing. I guess it could kind of work that way. I think that's what she's talking about.
I mean, probably. I mean, we'll see when we get there, but that's an option.
Raymond Leach makes a great point on flights. Direct flights and good times for the flights are worth the extra money. You are so right, dude. Sharon will look up flights and she'll be like, look at this flight. It does this and this and this, and it stops here and there or whatever. And I might be like, I just want a straight through flight. I don't care if it costs an extra $30 a person. Just get me there as quick as possible.
Yeah, you know who is more money conscious in the family? I like to find the good deals, and sometimes I don't know, might take a little longer or not as smooth, but I'll take the better deal. Jamie's the type that I don't care what it costs, just get me there type attitude. So,
I want what I want.
So we come in between.
Yes. How much is parking at the Port of Miami? I'll be there on the Horizon October 13. Bill, we have not parked there as it would be a long drive from Arizona. But my best guess is if it's very close to the port, it's probably your average 20 to 25 bucks a day type of stuff. There's probably some certain rules that they really can't go much above that.
Port of Miami?
Yes, but you may look around and find some other places, including hotels, that might have some park and stay deals and some things like that.
Miami has a couple places close to the port that have a little bit of a discounted rate versus the port.
Yes. So watch out for that.
And there may be someone in the chat that knows what the port price is parking there.
Janie F. Janie F., thank you so much. That is a new name. I don't know if I've ever said
Janie.
that. Thank you for joining us, and thank you so much for the super chat. That's super nice of you. Janie, if you're new here, usually we do a fun little thing, like if we get a super chat, we go to a Sharon cam, where Sharon thanks you specifically. But unfortunately, with our late getting home from California today from the Inspiration Cruise, we have none of that stuff set up. So please forgive us
very much,
and take our honest, sincere thank you. I've enjoyed watching your videos. Glad I'm a new Facebook friend of y'all's too. Janie, it's a pleasure to have you. Thanks so much for being part of the cruise crew. We really appreciate it. And let's see. Nancy, get Janie a front row seat for next week's show, please. Get that going. Make a note. Scuba Pilot 2000, 90 days till Harmony of the Seas. It's check-in day, so excited. Congratulations,
wow, yeah.
That will be fantastic. Let's see. Diane Sanders talking about interested in solo cruising tips. Yeah, we don't have many of them, and there's not a lot of cruise lines that offer solo cruising.
Yeah,
we
Norwegian
were talking to a
does,
dude.
And a couple of Royal ships have some solo.
We met a guy on this particular cruise. It was actually the guy that started the Facebook group for this cruise, which is pretty small, being a small little cruise that it was anyway, a weekend cruise. Super nice guy. His name was Michael. His last name started with F. Michael, I'm sorry. It's escaping me now, but I'll remember it and get it out there for next time. But extremely nice guy, and he solo cruises, and he loves taking these quickie. He lives in LA, so he loves taking these quickie weekend cruises on Carnival. He does a lot of the Inspiration because he can have a blast. It's fairly inexpensive, and the double occupancy charge he gets as a solo cruiser is still fairly reasonable for him. It doesn't break the bank. I recall him talking about that a little bit, so that's just something to think about. But yeah, that can be a little tough on the solo pricing.
And also, watch maybe some of So Tweety's vlogs.
Yes.
She cruises solo, I believe.
And she rocks. She has a blast on those things.
She has some little tips in there sometimes.
Yeah, she's one of the top solo cruising bloggers out there, in my opinion, and you definitely want to check that out. And she does some really neat things. She's not just she's going on like princess cruises and things. Some really, there's some higher end, highfalutin, fancy pants type of stuff she's involved in over there. And she's out there mixing it up and mingling and making friends and going on adventures with people and having a blast. Martin 1107's in the house. Good day to you, buddy. Good day from down under. Lovely to have you here, man. Lovely to have you. Sally Chan's going January 12th.
Oh, okay. You're gonna be on it before us. We're on the 26th.
Come on, Sally. We're on it.
2 weeks ahead of us.
Darn it. Sally, do me a favor. Will you leave a note somewhere hidden on that ship for us to read? Just find a spot, hide it somewhere. Give us some clues. We'll try to find it. 96 days till Martin heads back to the U.S., 3 days in Long Beach, and then 25 days on the Singapore Trans-Pacific. Oh my God. Gonna be Martin, none of us are going. I don't know where you're getting this time. 25 days, dude. I'm so jealous. Yeah. That's going to be amazing.
That is an amazing cruise.
D&G, you're taking the Encore to Alaska in 2021. That'll be awesome.
Nice.
Derek and Gregory, you guys will have a blast.
Yeah.
Super cool. Let's see. Sherry Lowry said, y'all are the best. Thanks very much, Sherry. That's super nice of you. I appreciate that. I am very excited. I don't want to jinx it, but so far we haven't frozen up or had any issues tonight, so I am very happy about that.
Actually, I have something here.
Okay, Kowski, you're out there right now, dude. Just give me acknowledge it. Just say yes, I'm here and I'm paying attention because we thought of you when we purchased ourselves a little something special. So just give me an acknowledgement. I see your comment in there from a few minutes ago. Let's see what else. Sheila Bossiger said, thanks for sharing with us and taking time out of your cruise to answer our questions. Hey, we love doing that. We really enjoy it. So you are so welcome. But don't thank us. Thank you guys for allowing us to do that. We have a blast.
That's fun. Is Mike Pack on the horizon? Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
He was on vacation. I believe he's back on there now. If not, he will be soon. He's going to be off, I think sometime towards the end of September through part of October this year. I think he's getting married. He's going to be on vacation. And then he'll be back on the horizon. Yes. So that's his kind of, I guess, regular ship, unless he's vacationing.
Big Pat makes a good point. My mom would let me miss school even if I had a lung hanging out. Matthew is a lucky man. He is, but you remember back in the day, Big Pat, when the teacher would be like we'd be taking a test and we'd say, hey, can I use the calculator? And then the teacher would say, no, it's not like you're going to grow up and have a calculator in your pocket every time. You need to learn to do it yourself. Well, guess what? We have in our pockets calculators on our phone. Yeah. So yeah, school's a little bit different now, and you can pull the kid out, and he can still do well.
And we only let him do it because he gets like straight A's. He's a good student, and we figure he learns a lot traveling,
Mm-hmm.
and he very very rarely, in fact, in most cases, he doesn't ever miss any school. So taking time off to go on a cruise is the only day.
Klikowski cut out the middleman, and he Facebooked me saying, "Yes, I am here."
Okay.
So what do you have for him? Just a little something special.
Okay,
We thought
you
of
will
you.
not believe what I found in Ensenada. I was shopping, and all of a sudden, laying there were a bunch of these for sale.
Oh my
so
gosh.
I thought of you, and I had to buy it.
That's right, straight out of Mexico. I'm not sure if they're made there, if they're flown in from China.
I don't know. My $3 chicken.
There you go. So we're going to keep that, and we're going to cherish it. And every time we look at it, we're going to think of the Klikowskis and John with this. With I don't know. Could you call York a sidekick? I don't think so. I think they're like peers. I'm not really sure. John, can you quickly, or maybe York can you guys define your relationship a little bit for us here? You're equals on the ship show. It is a channel called the Klikowskis. Is there any truth to the rumor where it may turn into the Klaykowski / Ragsdale channel or anything like that? What can you tell us about that? If you could clear that up, please. Really quick for all
really
the
putting them on the
194
spot.
people out here. Yeah, I want to know. A few folks saying they think it's $22 for Miami parking. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Great feedback.
Yeah, I think most all ports
Yes.
are like give or take a couple dollars right around 20.
And Big Pap said I'm parking there in October. Excellent. And hold on. Are we going to be in Miami in October?
For our group cruise.
Is Big Pap on the group cruise? Big Pap,
Oh.
you're going on the
Oh, where are you at?
Big Pap said I'm parking there in October, and mentioned cruising. Is Big Pap on a group cruise? Do you know if Big Pap's on there? What are you looking at? Are you following me?
I know. I can hear your phone.
I'm talking about Big Pap.
Well, I have to know the name.
Oh, hold on. I forget Big Pap. Big Pap does have a real name. Big Pap's name is not Big Pap. Oh, I had some chat. I had some talking on that. Big Pap, are you on the group cruise? Let me know. Life with Lola said, thank you so much for all the helpful information. Keep up the good work. I can't wait for the inspiration vlogs. Thanks very much. We were wondering if after doing the Symphony of the Seas and the vlogs, and we still have the Disney World part of that vacation to put out here.
We still have Disney, and we still have some other Symphony vlogs. Our daily vlogs are finished.
Yes.
But we still have, I think, 3 other Symphony vlogs to put out as well.
Oh my God! And so we were wondering, well, do people really want inspiration vlogs? Is there a desire for that? The ship is 20+ years old, but I think it's popular, and a ton of people are on it, and I really feel like that cruise has opened up to a lot of folks that maybe can't make their way to the East Coast for a cruise, and they're in the West Coast, and it's a limited option anyway out of there. So we're gonna put it together and try to make a couple decent vlogs, and hopefully you guys are entertained by it.
Those will come out after the Disney and the other Symphony.
Yes. Direct flights reduce friction points such as rushing between gates and losing your luggage. So much worth any extra cost. Going places, you are correct. Pam S. said boarding on NCL is at noon. What time do you think we should get to the port of Miami?
It really depends on if you have a specific check-in time, then you need to get there just a little bit before that check-in time.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a check-in time on your particular cruise, then we usually would say get there about 10 o'clock.
Yes, I'd rather sit in a chair in the port waiting to board the ship than sit in a hotel waiting to get on a shuttle, which may or may not be delayed, which may or may not get a flat tire. And I'd rather be there, because once I enter the port and once I get in a chair at the port and I'm there and I can look out like a picture window and see the ship and I see all the people working, everything about my anxiety just goes away. And I can just take a deep breath and say, I'm here. There's nothing now that will stop me from getting on that ship. There's no outside interference available to slow me down or stop me. And that's when my vacation begins.
Captain Stable MDR said, did you guys have breakfast on the ship before you left today? Yes, we did. We had breakfast, and then we headed out.
I'll tell you what, dude, usually we, lately anyway, the last half dozen cruises at least, I think is accurate, we've been doing main dining room breakfast and take advantage of a really nice final breakfast before we get off the ship. Today we did the buffet just because we had Sharon's mom and a couple of the kids there, and we want to make sure we had something for everyone, and we thought it'd be better if we just crushed the buffet, picked out, got what we needed, got in and out of there, and got out. Plus we were driving and want to get an early start because I don't know if you guys know this, but we had something to do this evening. that started about an hour and 40 minutes ago. So we did do the buffet, but lately we've really been on a big kick to enjoy main dining room. Speaking of Captain's Table, main dining room for our breakfast. A couple comments from back and forth with people. We love when you guys talk to each other in the chat. Thank you for being so friendly with each other. If you book solo on Royal and pay double the fare, they do give you double cruise points. Raymond said that. Well, that's cool because I've heard other cruise lines may not acknowledge that. As a matter of fact, the dude I was just talking about who booked the single and the double cabin, he wishes that he got double C days to go towards VIFP, go towards your loyalty status, because he books 2 people in a cabin and pays for 2, but he only gets C days counted for him, which I think is a little bit of a ripoff. If you're going to pay double for a cabin, then I think you should be able to get 14 C day credits instead of 7 for a 7-day cruise. So if any cruise lines are listening, take that to the bank from Sharonatsea.
You're welcome, So Tweety.
Yeah, So Tweety, no sweat. We love you. We love watching your stuff, and we've always enjoyed interacting with you. We go back to the old days of the chat. So we love you, Hillary. You're awesome. Thank you. Let's see. What else? I'm jumping ahead a little bit.
I'll go down there.
Of course, we want vlogs. That's what So Tweety said. Big Pap is the one before. I'm on there with our daughter. That's what Nurse Nancy said. Okay, Big Pap is the one before. Let's see. No, week before you guys. Sorry. All right, man.
Nancy's on that one too. Nancy's going to be on the week before the group cruise and the group cruise.
Let's see. Tom Beetle said Johnny York are the dead of the Walking Dead. Big announcement coming. Oh, the Klaykowski said big announcement coming this Wednesday. The Klaykowski Doodles is a possible name. For the channel. What's up, Lydia? How you doing? What are your next cruises? Lydia says.
Our next cruise cruises. Our next cruise is the group cruise in October on the horizon.
Not too stiff, Nancy. I'm sorry.
After that, we are on the Panorama Inaugural in December. Then we are on the Encore in January, and the Panorama again in March. And then
we have to earn some more money.
And we have some other things later in the year, a Europe cruise and more. So we have several things booked.
There you go. The Klaykowski Doodles could be a channel name over there. Very nice. John and York are not Negan. That's what Tom Beetle Bailey said. Yes, we always want vlogs. Thank you, Pam. Then we will work on it. And try to put a little something exciting together. See what we can do. I'm here for all of it. Keep it coming. That's what Life with Lola said. We want all of your vlogs. Thank you, guys. Very nice. We will keep them coming. How do I get my wife to consider Carnival? She's a firm royalist. We've done some Princess, but she refuses to even consider Carnival. Scuba Pilot 2000. Hold on. Don't we know who Scuba Pilot's wife is?
Do
we know? Scuba, do we know your wife? You gotta let me know if we know your wife.
Really want to go on Carnival, and I mean, hey, Royal's great. You can stick with Royal. But the best way, if you probably take her on the horizon, I would say, because if you don't want it to go on, if she's a firm Royalist and you want her to maybe try a second Carnival cruise, take her on one of the newest, best ships out there that Carnival has.
Yes.
If you go on the horizon, she's going to get a pretty close to Royal type experience. Pretty close.
Strong words from Sharonatsea.
The entertainment won't be as great as the Oasis class ships, but it may be close to some of the other ships.
Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. Listen, just tell her for the value, it's going to be an incredible value. It'll be a lot less for more. Okay, that balcony cabin, or maybe upgrading to a suite for the price of a standard balcony on Royal could be an option for you guys. Take advantage of the drink package. If you go on Horizon, there are a number of specialty restaurants. The steakhouse is there. The teppanyaki is there. They have the bonsai sushi where you can go in and eat as well. So there's a lot of neat things that you can do with definitely some upscale value. So if you're into that stuff on Royal, Carnival has some similar things. And Carnival's just going to be fun. You can go on there and let your hair down and get a little goofy. And if you take a cruise that might cost a little more, I don't know if this is going to sound bad, but I'm just going to throw it out there because it's the reality of cruising. Take a 7-day cruise or an 8-day cruise, even a 6, but a 7 or 8, and it weeds out some of the folks that are just spending a few bucks to party their ass off all weekend. We saw a little bit of that this weekend, so it is there.
Yeah.
When folks can go for pretty $150, $200, and then buy their booze and get crazy over the weekend. I see what you're saying. You want to stay away from that.
You see that the most too in the summer or like spring breaks and things like that.
Yes.
You'll see
so, So get the longer cruise on one of the newer ships, especially. We love Breeze. We love Horizon. Those are our two top ships in Carnival right now.
Maybe book her out on the brand new Panorama that's coming out too.
Boom, that's a great idea too.
The West Coast.
Yeah, so go for that and tell her it's just going to be for fun, just to try it out. And then if she doesn't like it, you jump right back on your Royal. As a matter of fact, make her a deal. If we book this Carnival cruise, we will then book a Royal cruise the day after we get off the ship, regardless of whether we like it or not. You know, maybe, throw some jewelry in the mix, maybe. You know how to play the game. You know how to play it. Make it happen. There you go. Nurse Nancy said it's a double digits, baby. Nurse Nancy's talking about the cruise, the group cruise. That is right around the corner, Nancy. I am super excited about that. And we are really starting to get pumped up.
Yeah, I feel like it's really going to come. I mean, our focus is going to be on that cruise now, and it's going to come up.
Klikowski said, I used my drink package for a final main dining room Bloody Mary on Disembarkation Day. I heard him saying Disembarkation Day. I say Debarkation Day. And I've had people correct me, and I'm here to say it's debarkation. You debark and you embark.
And it's funny, I've seen people work on the different cruise lines, and some also that work with the cruise line consider it, say, disembarkation, and some say debarkation. Basically, they mean the same thing.
Yeah, I'm right, and everyone else is wrong. I'm just here to tell you that right now. USA fan, same here. I have breakfast in main dining room on the last morning. Excellent choice, and glad to have you here, Double E. Way to go. Yes, do an inspiration vlog. Love doing the 3 and 4 day cruises. I've done both. All right, I'll do it. You got it. I will do it. I don't think it'll have the pizzazz of the Symphony vlogs. I mean, those, I'm not going to lie, those are some of my best work.
It won't, it won't have a lot of entertainment, so to speak, but there's a lot of us doing a lot of
vlogging
around
and stuff
ship.
like that.
Yeah.
Post all cruises, please. I now love all cruise vlogs. The Degenerous 1K video describes my wife and I to a T, going from one cruise in 2013. The next one's 4/18/20. Excellent. How'd you like the 710 freeway? It's like off-road compared to Arizona roads, right? That freeway is junk. Eddie Moonshine, you were right. The freeways in California sucked. I don't know what they're doing with their tax money, but they're not putting it back into the freeways. Half of them are in repair, and half of them need desperate repair. I constantly thought my tires were blowing out. I thought Double Digits was Johnny York's collective name. That could be it. That's a great channel name, Tom Beetle Bailey. Double Digits. Doing the 3-day cruises are better than Vegas. James, you are correct, and you can gamble and drink, and you can get back to your cabin safely usually. We will just pull a back-to-back and stay on the ship. That's what Big Pat said. Excellent idea, dude.
That is a great idea.
Excellent. Contact us. We will get things going for you immediately. Amy said on Holland America, they count the money you spend on board towards your loyalty status. On my last 7-night cruise, I ended up with 9 points instead of the usual 7. It sounds like because she was dropping some major bucks and some major change.
That's nice.
Nancy said, LOL, it's a thing with their chicken. Oh, and Nancy asked about, the legs are not too stiff. They seem to be pretty standard. And it's, so I think this is definitely a real one.
Legs?
Well, on another channel, on Adventures Ahead, they have a rubber chicken with very stiff legs. I don't know what that means. It sounds like inappropriate internet talk to me.
It's hey, we got it in Mexico, so what do you expect?
Hope maybe to see you on the Panorama 3-day inaugural. Thank you, Duke of Cool. That would be awesome. That would be great. Howdy, B Statin 67. What is up? If one blindfolds me and serves me, hold on. I just jumped. Oh my gosh, I was halfway. I was reading through something and I just jumped the chat. Let me find it here. Let me find it here.
I'm almost there. On Panorama in February.
I'm almost there. If one blindfolds me and serves me Carnival and Royal Caribbean food, I probably would know the difference. James Lucero. You probably would. We are on record saying that Royal Caribbean's food across the board was better.
Yeah. And will also say on the Inspiration, if some of the other cruises we've taken on the newer ships are way better than the Inspiration.
Yes. Sean Willis says waiting for the Mardi Gras. Hey, that's a good reason to wait, but I'll tell you what, it's tough to wait that long. You got to jump on something. 7-night cruises are our minimum threshold for booking. That's what Going Places said. You are correct.
Yeah.
Scuba Pilot said, yep, the party boat really turns her off. We live in California. We've got 3 Oasis class cruises coming up over the next year. Great advice, Horizon and Panorama. Yeah. It is. Yeah, and if you guys live in California, it's you can just for Panorama, you can just drive to the port. Yeah. It's super easy and just have a little fun. So Tweety said, you really did a great job on those vlogs. Thank you so much, Tweety. We really appreciate that. Slinky's talking about photographers. They get her every time, but they make her look so good.
Jeannie, we used to always purchase the pictures on board, and the last probably 3 cruises, I don't think we've bought any pictures. Oh, we did buy, actually, I take that back. We did purchase a picture on the Inspiration, getting off in Ensenada, because we had the whole family, all of us there. So I went ahead and purchased that picture.
Question from Mike Sherlock. Oh no, he said you're right about California. Deb Crozier said, are we doing Halloween costumes on the group cruise?
Yes, we are.
I believe so. As long as Carnival is recognizing Halloween during the cruise, then we will be dressing up, and we should know that pretty quickly if they're going to do that.
Yeah, the last couple of years they've celebrated during the whole month of October.
Yes. Chris Conley said the road to the cruise terminal in Long Beach is awful. You are right. I actually missed the exit. I'm like literally I can see the cruise terminal, and somehow I missed getting into the cruise terminal entrance. So I did like 3 illegal U-turn moves with a right-hand kicker and got in, and I was just laughing because no one in the car realized what I was doing, and I knew I was breaking 5 different laws at once. So Tweety wants to see drunk Sharon, if that's a possibility in these upcoming videos. Is there any drunk Sharon?
I drank several drinks at the Alchemy bar, but it was later at night, and we were having fun, but I don't know, it wasn't.
Sharon drank more drinks than she has in many, many cruises.
Is what gets me.
But she didn't power them down. One on top of the other.
Is what
in
gets
any
me
wild
is
fashion.
when I drink champagne. Champagne is my weakness. I love champagne, and if I drink champagne, that gets me kind of silly.
Yes. Oh, it gets you real silly. Like somersaults in the main lobby.
Silly. Yeah, I didn't drink any champagne this time.
Vicky bought. Dang it, Vicky, you're gonna get me on this. I've tried to say it before. Vicky Bawick.
Been a bottle service.
Bawick, please enunciate it for me, Vicky. Have you ever done bottle service instead of the drink pack? Oh yes, quite often we pre-order a bottle to the room, which is, although is stupid expensive, it's still cheaper than going drink by drink by drink by drink. So when you pay $90 for a bottle that'll cost you $25 at the store, it's crazy. But if you break it down to how many shots are in that bottle versus how many drinks, in one of those deals, it's a better deal. But I will say this, and Sharon is, there's proof of this, guys. When you get the bottle in your room, it's so easy to get drunk so much faster. Because I am constantly putting double shots together, and right out of the get-go, night number 1, boom, boom, boom. You got a few beers in you, you throw a couple of double shot drinks in you, and things can go haywire quickly, so just watch yourself there. But yes, Vicky, we have done the bottle service. Hey Sharon, can you hook me and the wife up for the October 13th group cruise?
I sure can.
Big Pap, yes, sharonatsea@gmail.com.
Just
Holla.
email
She's
me.
Off the next couple days, so she'll be booking cruises out to Yin Yang.
Email me, let me know what kind of room you want.
Bud Trimble.
I'll email you back.
Bud Trimble said, how can I get an SAS lanyard?
Oh.
Bud Trimble, how you doing, Bud? Why don't you shoot an email to sharonatsea@gmail, and we'll see what we got cooking for you. We'll get you all the info you need,
send
okay?
Send me an email, and I will let you know as soon as I have some.
And Captain Table MDR said, how did the new phone gimbal perform? All right, so we got the gimbal in the mail the day before the cruise, basically. We gave ourselves a crash course on how to use it, figured out how to get it level and working properly, so we got that. And we used it a tiny bit, but we didn't end up really vlogging with it. Between Sharon spending a lot of time with the grandkids and her mom, and I had the M50 out for the whole deal, it just didn't really play out. We used it for a few minutes. We were using it when we did the live.
Yeah, we used it on the live.
So if you watch the live from Guy's Burgers, I don't know if you have any input on how any of that video looked, but I was using the gimbal during that.
It may not have looked that great because it was a live.
Well, it was the live, but as far as anything in just the flow and how the I don't know, I guess the clarity could be off, but the flow of the video, the stabilization of it, it's still very new. I'm learning how to use the joystick on the gimbal, but we really like it, and we're definitely going to be using it a lot more.
We'll be using it more
and
coming up.
This particular gimbal, if you're not using a phone, you can get an attachment so you can stick a GoPro on it too, and we're excited to check that out as well for the next time we go out. Hey, Anik Lalonde from Montreal, what's going on? Glad to have you here. Hey, I'm really sorry about the expos. I know it was a long time ago, but I know it hurts, and I just want to say I'm sorry. You know about the Expos? They used to be in Montreal. They don't play there anymore.
Oh, okay.
But I heard they're trying to get a team back. So Sherry Lowry said, eating sweet watermelon here in Carolinas and watching y'all. Well, that's cool. Thank you so much.
That sounds good. Watermelon.
His squawk is definitely in tune. You've got a good one. A perfect A minor. Thank you, John.
All right.
That is it right? You I'm glad to hear that.
Yes.
John, I also want you to know I did get some amazing close-up video of some seagulls. So here's something neat about the Inspiration. There are a ton of seagulls in the port. If you watch our Coco Cay video, you saw where we talked about seagulls dive bombing and getting the food. So at the Port of Long Beach, there are a massive amount of seagulls. And we noticed quickly on the Inspiration that they have what looks like, I want to say it's like 20-pound monofilament like fishing line, if you're familiar with that at all. Strung up in tons of places where it basically is almost see-through. You don't really notice it unless you look for it, but it's there to keep the birds from coming in and hitting all the areas where people are eating.
After the ship, from where where it comes up the side, but all the open area has the lines just going up and across.
And they're on one end of the Lido deck where the restaurants are.
It's on top.
The guys and the why am I blanking out? The Blue Iguana. Thank you very much. Yes, it's going across the open area as well. So really neat how they did that to keep those dang birds out of there.
I'm sure it's like that on probably the Imagination as well.
Yeah, but I did get some very good close. There are lots of seagulls out there, and I did get some close-up video. They are not afraid. No, they're hanging in there for food big time. They just
sit there, and they don't move. I mean, you can get pretty close, and they don't move.
Tom Beetle said, I wish disembark nor debark were part of my vocabulary. Yeah, those are bad words. We don't like to say those either. Slippin' Digits likes the watermelon. You know where the best place to get that on the Carnival ship is at the that Blue Iguana, and you didn't have any this time.
I didn't. Yeah.
We hid those chickens all over the ship. We hid those chickens all over the ship. That's funny.
Oh, I found
We've got our first duck.
We did. It'll be in probably our first embarkation.
And that's our first and only one we ever found. And we literally found it before we even got on the ship, going on walking up the ramp in Long Beach. So whoever put it there, thank you. That was fun. What else? What were they talking about there? Diane Sanders said, "Citizens arrest." LOL.
Going on the Joy and California, Mike.
Mike is going on the Joy. That'll be great. You'll love that. Yeah. Yes, I'm looking forward to going on Norwegian. I watch a lot of. I've seen some of the EECC travels, and they've done some Norwegian cruises, and they're big fans of that. Yeah. And I see a little bit of them and us in the fact that it's a family. They go with or without the kids sometimes. But I see the two of them just hanging out, enjoying drinks together, and chilling out, and that's something I definitely can find myself doing for sure. I love champagne too, said So Tweety. Somersaults in the main lobby. That's the goal for the group cruise. Are you taking notes, Nurse Nancy? You are correct.
Are we having a somersault contest now?
Yes, well, people are going to be trying to get you hammered is basically what I'm talking about. That is for sure. Disbagok or debagok, I guess is the right term. Hashtag monofilament. Thank you, Clay Kelsey. It's a little fishing term for you guys. What else? What else do we have going on? We are at the 2. Remember earlier today, Sharon's like, I am so exhausted. Let's just do like an hour tonight. Let's just try to stick to an hour, maybe a little longer. And I said, you know that if we do an hour, people will be extremely upset with us. And she's like, but they'll understand. I mean, we just literally got off a cruise ship in California this morning, and at 8:45, and now we're here rocking it. And I said, no, I think we have to go.
Our luggage is still sitting in the hallway there. I still have to unpack.
That is correct. Let's see. Maggie Wilson said, glad to hear you enjoyed your cruise. Thank you so much. We had a great time. Thank you for that, Maggie. I'm at the bottom of the chat. Do you want, listen, is there anything else you want to cover? Guys, we got 3 minutes left till 8 o'clock. Any more questions, hit us up now. Do me a favor. Thank you so much, everybody. There's still 160 people here.
Wow.
Griffin Alyssa said, by the way, this cupcakes were bomb. Thank you. I accept your gift award challenge. Clico Jamie York, you're next. It's on, he said. Hey, man, that was a pleasure. We would love sending you guys something. It was just a little treat we wanted to throw out there for our friends. I mean, not to mention, to be honest with you, I mean, we owed you for the picture. I mean, we've been rocking this amazing picture you sent us and trying to figure out a great way to say thanks for it. We figured cupcakes were good. And I believe they said that those ones were CrossFit approved. So you and Alyssa could both enjoy those. They had a lot of protein. Is that what the description said? High protein, low carb cupcakes are perfect for you guys, for your workout and your training. Scuba Pilot said we really appreciate you. Oh, so what I was saying was, guys, I know there's a lot of people out there that are just watching, and you're quietly watching. We really love the interaction and the engagement. It means a lot to us. So please, if you haven't said anything yet, just jump in the chat real quick and just say hi. Just say hi, I'm new, or hi, you don't know me, but I'm just watching from afar. Throw something out there so that we can say hi to you guys. We love when new people are watching, and we thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Life with Lois, I just wanted you to know I watch my TV and can't comment from there, but I'm always watching. Thank you so much. I love the Port of Long Beach. You never have to wait. That's what Eddie said. It is great. Trevor said small ship or mega ship. Somewhere in between, Trevor. I think somewhere in between. Small ship or mega ship.
Oh, for us. Yeah, we tend to favor closer to the mega ship, but...
Yes, Griffin said calories don't count on a cruise. You got that right.
Yeah.
Ashley
I
said...
lost, before we went on this cruise, I lost 6 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And between our from our last cruise to this cruise.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Ashley Elliott said,
it's back now.
my honeymoon's coming up next year on Royal. Hold on a second, I gotta read that. And we got engaged on Carnival. How do I make it special? Ashley Elliott, listen, girl. You don't need to ask us how to make it special. You know how to make it special. Let's just say you get yourself an interior cabin. You keep the lights real low. You put on a little bit of your favorite music. You know, that tune that really just kind of gets you in the mood, gets you feeling a little romantic, a little lovey-dovey, and you just look into that man's eyes and you just say, it's on, baby.
Oh my gosh.
And then you don't leave the room for 7 days. And there you have it. So that's how you make it special. And throw some chocolate covered strawberries in the mix, and you can't go wrong. Charles Hunt said, let's go for 3 hours. Good night, Linda Lou. We appreciate it. Chef Miggs, what's up, Chef Miggs? Glad to have you, buddy. Sonia H has been watching. Enjoy the vlogs. Thank you, Sonia. Sonia H just turned into Shania. I'm sorry, Sonia. Ashley Elliott, I'm also newish and don't usually comment because I'm at work. Well, that's okay. We understand. Melissa McDonald, hey, what's up? Chavez Mom 75, hello. Sherry Lowry, hope you all rest well tonight. We will. Although one of us is off tomorrow and doing cruise stuff, and one of us has to get up at 3:30 and go back to work on the regular. So guess who's who. Gotta go, work in 2 minutes, have to catch you on the replay. Huebner Hijinks, guys, those guys have been just sitting there quietly chilling out. Thanks, guys, appreciate it. Trevor Glockler, agreed medium is best. KS, did you see the huge sea lions in Ensenada? We did not.
No,
we did not. We just got off and walked into the port and walked around a little bit.
Around.
Nothing too eventful, so we didn't see any. Trevor Glockler said, this is a family show. Oh my goodness, that's what Ashley said. DJ Cruiser said, watch on the big screen tonight, but want to say, hey, what's up? We'd love it. Walt Daniel is here too. Wait, Daniel is here too? Hold on, which Daniel? Chris C. just saying hi. Chris Ehrlich, first time watching live stream. Love the vlogs. I'm a new follower on Facebook. I am a Royalist, and I'm looking forward to my 15th cruise with Royal. That is amazing, Chris.
Nice.
We appreciate that you're Royalist, and we will be going for more Royal cruises. So have no fear. We are still not done with your little old cruise line over there. Hello from Houston for Chef Miggs. Tina Thomas said hello. How you doing, Tina? Lovely to see you. Daniel Donnelly's here. Did I miss anybody else? Hello, my name is Rhonda, and I'm a cruise addict. Rhonda B, good job. That's the first. That's the first way to help that problem. Stanrock 2020, bedtime in Georgia. Thank you. Happy 4th from Bill Leach. We appreciate it, buddy.
Bedtime in Georgia.
Yes. Let's see. Let me catch up. Jamie with the deep voice. Thanks, Jamie. That's what Ashley said. You're welcome. That's my tip of the day. Email sent, my friends. Oh, that's what Big Pap said. All right, Big Pap, we'd love to have you, man. We would love to have you. Ashley said, thanks for the advice. Thank you for the super chat. That's very nice, Ashley. You are very welcome. You are very welcome. That's our pleasure.
Thank you, Ashley.
Maria V, what's going on? Love you guys. I'm at work. I'm working and listening. Thank you so much. Najuma Brown, LOL Jamie. What's up? Najuma, great to have you here. Great session tonight. Thank you. Remember, guys, it's a broadcast. Courtesy of Sharon's mom. She calls it the broad. Are you doing the broadcast tonight? Yes, we are, Mom. I have to get up at 2:50 for work. That's what Trevor said. I feel you. I feel you.
Almost what time you got?
Captain Stable MDR said, I thought Jamie was going to say, you look into his eyes and say, let's order room service. No, MDR, you can't. I wouldn't say that because a lot of times nowadays you have to pay for that room service. But you know what? The loving is always free.
Gosh.
It's always free. What else do we have going on? It's only 11 p.m. here. I don't turn into a pumpkin until midnight. Thank you, Tom Beetle Bailey. We appreciate that. Dante Slocum, what's going on? Dante's got some eyes, just taking a look around. William Handsome Jr., hello, William and Kate here. Loyal to Royal, but almost platinum on Carnival. Love you guys. We're from Dover, Delaware.
Right.
Awesome, thanks guys.
Nice.
You know, I'm from the Northeast as well. I'm a Jersey boy, so we're practically neighbors. B. Satin said, our first cruise a few months ago on the Liberty of the Seas. I think we got spoiled to larger ships, and voyage class would be smallest RCI. We'd want to cruise on. Royal Promenade was awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Welcome to all the newcomers. Thank you, Nancy. If you guys don't know, Nurse Nancy has got the wrench. You go to a lot of channels, and there's a lot of awesome people being moderators out there. Some of them have many of them. We have two amazing ladies who are the moderators here at Sharon at Sea. They've both been with us forever. Nancy has been a moderator with us for so long, and recently as the channel got bigger, we begged for Leanne Francisconi to join the crew, and Nancy gave us the okay on that. She said she's ready to have a partner in crime, and sure enough, she joined too. So when you come see us at Sharon at Sea, just know that our moderators, Nancy and Leanne, are part of our family. We love them to death, and we treat them and act with them as if they are just sitting right here next to us. So thank you, Nancy, for all that you do.
We love both of you.
And Leanne got the night off tonight. She was given permission from the boss, so it's cool. Don't hold it against her.
Hi, Marky Mark.
Marky Mark's in the house. Pam S. from NYC. Funky Bunch is here.
Is that work? She's at work.
Vanessa Leah, sorry Vanessa, but it's okay. We're glad that you're able to sneak in to watch, and we will not tell your boss that you're watching. The Funky Bunch, you're right, Klaykowski. Daniel Donnelly said, I've been here the whole time, Jamie. I was just lurking around as #1 fan. Oh, is that you, Daniel Donnelly?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I can't believe that's you. That is funny. Is that the case, John? Was that just put out there? Is that a fact, John? Can you confirm that? It's the good vibrations, that's what Trevor said. Macy Riggleman, hello. First time watching a live stream, new to the channel, loving it so far. Macy, thank you so much.
Thank you,
I'll
Macy.
tell you what, there's not much of a compliment that we can get besides someone being new and coming and saying, okay, I'm going to give these two fools a minute of my time and see if they can keep me for longer. And then finding out that you stayed for a while to watch us and heard what we have to say and our interaction. So thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it. I'm West Coast here till the end. Life with Lolo. Yeah, if you're West Coast, it's easy. It's only 8 o'clock. Time to get back to work for Martin. Okay, buddy. Hey, man, we'll see you. Welcome to the U.S. here in a couple of weeks. And have a great time on your Trans-Pacific.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds so good.
I know, it does.
That sounds so good. West Coast representing, so Tweet is a West Coaster as well. I'm at work watching, guys. I'd like to know if two people drink different types of liquor, can you order 2 bottles for the room? Marilyn Moore, you can. You can. I don't know if there's a limit. And we haven't done it. We always pre-order our bottle when we do it. It's a little cheaper than buying it on the ship, and I believe you have a little more options because they can order it and get it in. Once you're on the ship, you can also buy a bottle for your cabin from room service or whatever area it is that actually does that. But if you call guest services, you can do that.
Fun shops.
Excellent. It may be a little limited and it may cost a few bucks more, but you can buy it. So we usually get it, especially when we have a balcony, because I love having a cocktail on the balcony. And not that I spend a lot of time doing it. I really do. I totally do. But whenever I'm waiting for Sharon to get ready to go out, there's nothing wrong with pouring a drink in the room and relaxing, and it keeps me from getting a little antsy, and she likes that. So it's a win-win situation. Thank you for the love. Nancy, you got it. You know we have undying love for you. There's Nancy and Leanne. Thanks for keeping the chat clean. Hey, no. Wow, we didn't have any trolls tonight. Vanessa Lee, I'm new today, but you said hi already. Thank you so much, Vanessa. We really appreciate you being here. It's true, Jamie. We can't confirm who number 2 fan is. Wow. Okay, we'll keep looking around. We'll figure out who it is. That's funny that it's Daniel Donnelly. Unsuspecting.
Yeah.
John, I accused, literally came out, I don't know if they're still here, I don't think they are, but I accused Krista and Jason, Degenerate Cruises, of having something to do with that. I just thought I nailed it there. Vanessa, don't do it, honey. The strawberries, yes, but be a little less weird with the wording. Let's see. I like ordering bottles to the room. There you go. Slinky said the same thing. Whew, we're at the bottom of the chat now. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, I guess so. We've been on here.
Yeah, listen, due to the fact that we're exhausted from our trip, I think we're going to cut it down now. Normally, and a lot of you can attest to this, we wait till there's under 100 people before we cut it out. Good point, Trevor says. Balcony drinks is a must. Usually we don't log off until there's under 100, but we appreciate you guys being here. But we're going to bail out, go get some rest. We're going to do some unpacking, have a late meal, since I'm still full from my buffet breakfast, and see if we can't get our stuff together. I got to start working on some vlogs. So guys, good night. A few things to keep in mind, if I can throw it out there. Number 1, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Number 2, make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when all the new content, videos, and live shows are coming out. Number 3, check out the Facebook group, Sharonatsea Cruise Crew. Be part of our cruise crew and come have fun with us. Post your pictures, your questions, your comments, your videos about cruising, anything about cruising. We just try to keep it to a minimum with any self-promotion. But if you have something to share and you're a little on the fence, run it by us first and we'll let you know what the deal is. If you have any interest in booking travel and you want to use someone that you can see, know, trust, contact Sharon. She can book any cruise that you want to go on, including land travel and anything else. Come with your questions first. Come with her on a cruise. Come with your questions and she can give you all the answers you need before you book if you want. But sharonatsea@gmail.com is the best way to initiate contact with her, and she'll get back to you pretty darn quick. So keep that in mind too for all your cruising. Good night, So Tweety. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Night, So
Thanks for vlogging, debarking the lives and the live streaming all in one day. You know what? You're right, dude. I totally vlogged today. I debarked. I drove 6 hours. Well, mostly 6 hours, and debarked. So thanks for acknowledging that. DJ Cruiser, Cruise Simply, good night. Mike, good night. Greg S, Najuma Brown, B-Satin67. Whoa, Maggie Wilson.
Maggie.
Holy, China Pearl, thank you. Maggie, thanks, Amy Sharon, love you guys.
Thank
You so much. That is so nice of you.
Maggie.
Hit the thumbs up. Good night, all. Another good show as always. Thank you, Charles. Charles has been around forever, too.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. We really appreciate it. Chef Mays, good night. 202 thumbs up. You guys are awesome.
Wow.
And to the 2 people that gave thumbs down, you know what? We're okay with that. You're entitled to your opinion. We're sorry you didn't like it. Please feel free to go back to the video once it posts and share your comment as what you'd like to see us do different or better to earn a thumbs up from you in the future. How'd that sound? That's, you know what that is? That's manager speak. Blah, 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 blah. So there you have it. Thumbs down.
Constructive criticism.
Yes, we'll take it. But Maggie, that is so nice of you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you,
in case you guys don't know, the super chat is a way that you can support the channel, show your love, and we always appreciate it. And we always take the super chats and we put them right back into anything we're doing, whether it's helping to do something with the channel, new equipment for the channel, new stuff to do live shows, all that kind of stuff. It all goes right back into the deal. So thank you so much for your generous super chat to everyone out there who threw something out tonight, guys. Thanks.
Thanks to everyone that was here tonight.
Yes.
Gosh, there were so many. I can't believe
Thank
it.
you, Richard. We appreciate that, guys. We will talk to you soon. I think the plan is to get some Disney stuff up real quick this week, and by the end of the week, we'll begin creating the inspiration vlogs going forward.
Yeah.
That's what we have cooking.
Well, we have a couple more Symphony too. We're going to try to throw in maybe at the beginning of next week, and then and then we'll go into the inspiration.
They are. We are not. We have a lot going on. You're a great point, Sharon. We're not even done with Symphony yet. We got some stuff cooking.
But we're going to get everything out as quick as we can. We're working hard on it. So
yes, couple of videos a week. You can count on that. So guys, thank you so much. Have a great night. We love you. And from all of us here at Sharon at Sea, to all of you guys, one last thought we want to leave you with.
Happy cruising.
Happy cruising, guys. We'll
Good
talk
night,
to you
everyone.
soon. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. What should we leave him with? How about this little sweet photo? That is a lovely photo of Sharon on Symphony of the Seas in some kind of a, I don't even know what that is. That is some really, really fancy stuff right there.
It's artwork.
It is art. It's very shiny, and you look adorable in there. So there you go, guys. That's a little thought to end with. Thank you so much for watching. We love you. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time.